G'day everybody, welcome back to another live watch along on the channel. Sunday afternoon footy, beautiful afternoon of course over here in Canberra. Bit of cloud, but it's been a nice cool temperature day, and we're here with some Sunday afternoon football. It's the D's taking on the Swans at the SCG. It's going to be a really intriguing matchup. We're one of the benchmark teams, no doubt about that, to kick off season 2026. Looking like we're back to our best of some of our strengths displayed from 2024 and yesteryears. But we're facing a Melbourne side that is exciting to watch, that is rejuvenated under their new coach of 𝐓𝐴𝐷, and I think, oh geez, good timing, I start my stream and the birds are chirping. Actually, I'll just keep the window open, never mind. But yeah, this is a pretty intriguing Melbourne side we've seen this year, one of the surprise packets for sure. They're playing some really expansive, free-flowing and fast ball-moving footy, so smaller ground, more compact ground in the SCG. I'm really keen to see how they fare against us. I do feel naturally, there's a fucking chirping quite a bit. I do feel naturally we probably are due a loss. I mean, could it be today? You never know. Melbourne could really get up for this game. Feels like they've gotten the wood over us as of late. They belted us by about 50 points at the MCG last year, but I guess that's sort of, you can't really judge that one too much. Obviously, we had some outs back then, and we're looking pretty fit these days, but no, I think they're really gonna test us. We saw the Giants a few weeks ago really push us with their ball movement. But I think that where you do have to give this side credit is we seem to, each and every week as of late, respond to challenges in game. Sides have pushed us and we've been able to respond and kick away. And attack-wise, this has been one of the most powerful units in the AFL. The forward hand passing game has been brilliant to watch.
Would you rather win mark
So I'm hoping we can kick another big score. It felt like we didn't really get out of a high gear, to be honest, that much when we played the Doggies last Thursday. Of course, they had their outs, but geez, we were scoring seamlessly and kicked another big score. So can we do that once again today? Off the Go on my AFL videos, looking at the stream, my friend. I just had the, I think I just had the K audio playing, so apologies about that. I've just muted that now. But I'll have a quick look at the teams before we get underway. It's only 2 minutes till the first bounce. So a few changes for both sides. I'll just quickly bring it up now. Where are we? Lineups. It's just always like, they just change everything on the AFL website. So 𝐼𝐴𝐷𝐞 comes back in, played some good footy without him last week, and 𝐼𝐵 makes way for Tom 𝐸𝐴𝐷𝐞. So 𝐸𝐸𝐷𝐞's had an outstanding start to the season. It does suck to see him go down, but it seems to be 2 to 3 week injury, so not the end of the world. Yeah, he's just always capable of a niggle here or there, Tommy, and obviously his concussion woes have been an issue too, but nevertheless, it's good to see it isn't a long-term injury. And then, yeah, 𝐸𝐿ican comes in and will butt alongside Will Edwards, who was really promising on debut last week, did some nice things. Will be a tougher challenge with, I think, a few more threatening options up forward, like Van Rooyen and Brodie 𝐼𝐿ican, so we'll see how that fares. Cunningham, not a bad game in the VFL early today. He's out. And Harrison Petty comes back from his concussion. Unfortunate for Jai Culley, pretty sure it's an ACL. And 𝗏𝐵𝐴𝐷𝐞 𝐼𝐴𝐷𝐿, the high draftee from last year, omitted, played in the VFL early today. And Paddy Cross, a small forward who debuted, I think, against the Blues a few weeks ago, gets his second career game at the SCG. But no, really intrigued. I think this Melbourne side's going to push us. They've been a really good ball-moving side. Back the other way, they've been a bit sus with their defence, and I'm hoping we can really show a punishment game and really make them pay. So, no, this is a vibrant and exciting-looking Melbourne side, so we'll see how they go today. But we know what we are. We're a good team, so let's hope we can put the hammer down and also play our strengths again today. But Max Gawn, 𝐵𝐸 𝐿𝐼𝐷𝐿, they've been easily some of Melbourne's best players to kick off this season. James Jordan, no fuss, must tag on 𝐵𝐸 𝐿𝐼𝐷𝐿 today. Tore us a new one last year when we lost by about 50 points at the MCG to this side. That's when he was playing more of a small forward role, to be fair. Poor old Sammy Wicks got the job on him that day and absolutely got blitzed after he had a really promising start to 2025. But yeah, he's pretty much a full-time midfielder now, so you'd expect Jordan right on him, and yeah, no fuss. Must stamp him out of the game because he is, he's been one of the best players in the league this season. So good to watch. Anyway, Sunday afternoon footy, first Sunday game for the Swans this season, which is, yeah, pretty handy given we played last Thursday, so plenty of rest. And, yeah, there was a bit of talk about Brodie Grundy in game 250, by the way, get around him. Yeah, what a recruit he's been for us. There was some doubts he might not play today, but he's good to go. Anyways, we're underway. It's the Swans taking on the D's at the SCG. First versus 7th, so it's 2 top 8 sides going at it. Let's hope for some quality football today. And Melbourne right in the middle they go. Latrell Pickett in the long sleeves alongside his cousin of 𝐼𝐴. Shifts a hand pass out, but only as far as 𝐼𝐴 𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 that ground ball, wasn't able to get it. And pushing his back, but nothing given. McInerney now with the receive. Back here to Dane Rampy. Cross now to Josh Wrong. We'll just go now down the line towards a one-on-one. Petty, no, sorry, yes, that is. No, is that... no, sorry, that's Turner, number 10. He wasn't able to take the mark. Melbourne win back possession. Langdon, just whole trip, been doing some tagging jobs. Pupley could have tackled him better there. Edwards, a crunching tackle, well done off the turnover. Now Gawn, a really good tackle on Chad. He just gets the kick away only as far as Blake here. He can go whack from outside 50. And the goal kicking for Nick Blake continues to be absolutely off the boil. You just never know. He kicks like a ruckman when he's going for goals sometimes, Liz, but it was off a step, to be fair. Didn't really have much time and space. So just a minor score there. Off the going well, Lockie Mone, honestly, yeah, geez, a very poor loss. But you do have to give Richmond credit with, geez, their injury list really piling up. Yeah, a resilient building win. But yeah, at the same time, inexcusable, really. They played poor. Pupley playing for the high, not going to get a good tackle from Petty, umpire's ball. Pupley beat him really good. Nick thought he was one of our best players in the win last week over the Dogs. Already getting that rove early on. Should turn up the volume a bit more. Grundy gets front position against Gawn. Guess who? 𝐼𝐴𝐺𝐝 reads it beautifully. And he'll get the clearance and the rebound 50 for the D's here. Jags it towards the wing. And Van Rooyen paid the mark. Looked like he dropped it on the way down, but usually they do pay those. 𝐼𝐴𝐺𝐝 now flicks the quick hands in the Melbourne. Out the front here with Bailey Fritsch. Inside 50 they go now. There's got the city of 𝐼𝐴𝐺𝐝 and well read. Melican just couldn't get a hand in there. Didn't have the set. And he's been a very good pickup too, Brody 𝐼𝐺𝐝 for the D's. All the talk about the exciting youngsters, but you can't forget about a bit of the experience running through. Steele's also been a really good pickup too, and 𝐼𝐺𝐝's playing his part well. And there it is, that bounce from half-back, as we've been talking about. Melbourne have been really good at that in the 14 passing game, very similar to us. And that's 𝐼𝐵. Already showing some influence early on as he started that chain, but he's missed their 𝐼𝐺𝐝, so a bit of a let-off. Minor score each for both sides. Hopefully going well too, Dark Horse. Blakey now to Rampy down the line. It's not a great kick. Probably comes back, but geez, 𝐼𝐴𝐺𝐝 a fortune. It bounces over 𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐝, but he'll get it back here. Geez, look. No, sorry, that's not 𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐝, that's 𝐿EV𝐴. I was going to say 𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐝 put on a bit of bulk, but that's Jake 𝐿EV𝐴, to be fair. Kick smothered, but falls back to him, so 𝐿EV𝐴 will go again for another hit. Down the line. Oh, Latrell Pickett. Oh, almost took a beauty. Ball's still alive here at ground level. Geez, what a fly that was. 𝐼𝐺𝐝 now. Sparrow, he's been in great form. Kick looks pretty good, and Pickett read it well. Again, it's very similar to the kick they just had before. They were simply in the right position. He couldn't really get the sit there, Roberts, to intervene. Geez, that was a bit of a fly. He's shown some really good moments, Latrell Pickett. How about that? Well, he works hard and he gets the mark inside 50, so it's going to take a good kick here from the, not quite the boundary, but pretty much nestled in the pocket here. Let's see if he can slot this through for the first of the afternoon. Latrell Pickett deserves it, I think, but he's hit the woodwork. That's unlucky. Well, first few minutes not really been ideal from us. Got to do better closing their space. Nick Blake to kick it back into play. Yeah, very sad. He's started really well this season too, Jai Cully. That's what I think Melbourne's done so well at. It feels like they're getting a lot of their forwards getting licks of the ice cream. We talk about 𝐼𝐺𝐝, but Chandler's also really improved his game, and Fritsch has also had some good performances too. So, yeah, looking like a well-oiled machine. Melican now, and half-back goes back here to Harry Cunningham. No, sorry, that's Callum Mills. Cunningham played VFL earlier today, of course. Rampy now out across here to 𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐝, now to Chad, so he can put on the afterburners and drop the mark in the process. That's just the Chad Warner we know and love, I suppose. Kick smothered, so ball in here centre wing. I just realised that bloody graphic's wrong. It says Swans first. That's meant to be third. Because obviously Fremantle and Hawthorn have played their games. So a bit of a graphics blur. brain fade there from me, I suppose. 𝐓𝐴 now works the hands forward. It goes past a one-on-one, and now Chandler's out the back here. He'll go inside 50. Can't take the mark. Van Rooyen. 𝐼𝐵𝐿𝐴𝐿 dispossessed. Ooh, could that be deliberate? Yeah, it sort of looked like 𝐼𝐵𝐿𝐴𝐿 did a directional tap out of bounds there, so a bit lucky there. But, well done from Edwards. He just had enough perceived pressure to not allow Van Rooyen to mark that. But Melbourne are getting us on the inside a bit here early on. Getting first the ball. Not going to touch off. 𝐼𝐵𝐿𝐴 hit out. Very dangerous in the forward 50 stoppages. Windsor dispossessed. Oh, he fumbles and coughs it up. Blakey now off the turnover. Back to Rampy to Wicks. And we shift it out across here to Jake Lloyd, who, yeah, I thought was pretty good last week against the Dogs too. Works kicking now here to Matty Roberts. Can now use the overlapping option of Rampy. The 36-year-old man still got plenty in the tank, you'd think. Inside 50. Oh, beautiful. And Marty's found a bit of space out the back. And, well, his set shots have been oh so inconsistent this season, but I feel like he's been in okay goal kicking form. He slotted home some beauties last week against the Dogs. Let's see how he goes here. So good movement there from the back half. Roberts and Rampy involved there. So let's see if Amani can kick the first. Melbourne have had a few sodas down the other end, and let's see if we can make them pay here, Amadi. This could go anywhere, and it does go anywhere. Doesn't even make the goals. It's out in the full. So, well, there's the Amadi we all know and love, I suppose. So now the D's exit 50. It's not a good kick. Should be marking that row bottom, but we get the ball back here. Born dispute. Picked off here. Windsor back the other way. Ball from 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐿. Ball in a spot. That could cause some damage here. Chandler, good hands. Offloading hands, that is. So Latrell Pickett, who started well. Hand passes into space. No one to a particular teammate. And it's coughed up from Nick Blakey. Across now to row bottom. Want to try and bind off the corridor, but nothing on. So we now stick along the boundary line, and it works nicely to 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐿 Wicks with a handball receive. Got an option over the top. It's Malcolm Roses, and he can go back again. Well, that's good stuff there from Rowie. He wanted to try and pick off a target in the corridor, but looks like nothing was on, so he shifted, and Sarong was in a bit of space, and there it is, that overlap hand pass where it's so dangerous. Wicks, nice, beautiful short kick finding Malcolm Roses. Let's see if we can slot this. It'll take a good kick. Basically, you know, a lot more of a difficult angle than Amadi's. Does it curl back? You betcha. Jeez, he's in some good form, and he's been a good pickup so far, Malcolm Roses. He kicks the first. One goal, one play, 0 goals, 2. Get the first of Sunday afternoon football, and this is the first Sunday game. Obviously, usually there is an earlier Sunday game about 1 o'clock, but yeah, for some reason there's only the 2 this afternoon. Obviously, the overlapping games was the 4:15 PM games with the Cuts North and the Eagles and the Tigs. And of course, later tonight we've got the Expansion Cup, the game of the round. And that one's at 7:20 PM. We don't usually have Sunday night games when it isn't a long weekend. So yeah, it's some interesting fixturing, I suppose. But nice goal there from Roses, making them pay off a few gettable opportunities the D's have had back the other way. So ball back in the middle here. So 𝐼𝐿𝐴 not getting tagged in the centre bounces, but I expect Jordan to get onto him post the clearances. As Grundy soccers it, but not really an effective clearance. It's mopped up here nicely by Melbourne's defence, and Lever goes out across here to Jake. Sorry, not Jake. Bailey 𝐓𝐿𝐴. And there is 𝐼𝐿𝐴. So, yeah, not Jordan not running with him there. Sheldrick running with him there. Lever works hard. He gets the inside 50 here. And a good sport from 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐿. So ball in here inside 50 for the D's. Yeah, so they're showing that replay there again to 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐿, and I think that was unlucky not to be deliberate. He clearly tapped that out of bounds, so I thought we got away with one there. 1 goal, 1 play, 0 goals, 2. D's have it where they want it, Gawn and Grundy. What a battle this will be this afternoon. Grundy's hit out just goes directly out of bounds, so ball in again with some slight territory gained. All right, that's no good. So Brody 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐿 in the shed, so hopefully he's okay. Fawn and Grundy go battle again. Grundy hits it down. 𝐓𝐴 can't get the rove. Grundy goes in again. Whew. Some good pressure there from Latrell, and he coughs it up. Grundy gone. 𝐬𝐴 breaks the tackle just. Works the hands to 𝐵ailey-Laurie. Not bad last week. Jefferson centres the ball. Mills mops up really nicely across here to Edwards. Trying to take the game on with some hand passes. And it's a risky one there to Jordan. Sold him into a bit of trouble. So good forward pressure from the D's. Forward 50 stoppage again. So ball up. Van Rooyen. Sharp, he's been a good form player this year too, and he's also at the post. So a few early misses here for the D's. So 𝐵lakey will take 2 bounces here, and he's got an option on the wing, but he'll drop it short instead. The 𝐓𝐿𝐷. 𝐵lakey. And here comes this home passing game again. Milliken works it to Roberts. Wants to try and find something in the corridor, but nothing to go to. So he just pretty much directly turns it over. Petty now to Fritsch. Back the other way the D's go. Got the numbers here. Edwards, good contest and good intercept mark. It's good stuff from the youngster. And we quickly get the hands. Geez, we're no fuss with the hand passes. We're even giving hand passes when there's literally defenders right on the handball receive player. No fuss at the minute. Sarong's hands could have been better, but a good pickup from Jordan there. Rowbottom. Now using the overlaps, but that kick's got to be better. Out in the full. Down the line, Edwards, can he kill this? Can't get there in time. Good mark from Max Heath. Former Saints traded to the D's this season. Now he goes deep towards the pocket here. Can they have a flyer? Jefferson almost. Chandler buzzing around. Gives the hands. Van Rooyen can snap this around the corner. And there's a goal for the D's. I think a deserved one. They've been peppering us the last few minutes. And they're finally on the board, Jacob Van Rooyen. So nicely well worked there from a few of the Demon Smalls. Working the hands and Van Rooyen on the end of it. Yeah, no, they started well, Melbourne. Look like they're really strangling us and closing down some spaces. Yeah, just didn't really have the numbers, it felt like, in that contest there. It was like pretty much a 3-on-2. Yeah, just outnumbered there, about a 4-on-2 there. So they're able to outnumber us, work the hands, and Van Rooyen a good snap. So need to readjust here. Anyways, now back in the middle here. 𝐼𝐴 whacks it back the other way. Sarong a good tackle. On Jefferson, ball up. So Papley on getting a bit of a rub down, so hopefully he's okay. Heath and McDonald bats it forward only as far as 𝐼𝐴. 𝐼𝐿𝐷 gets a hand and very nicely done. Can he get this ground ball? He follows it well. He sockers it forward. Did he need to do that? Well, it's still a 1-on-1 here, so dangerous ball. Sock it out back the other way from, I think that was Lever. Good pressure there from McDonald. Roses twisting, turning. Can he find an option? Not quite. Lloyd works hard. Who can win this one? Roberts looked like a bit of a throw. Nothing given. Amati trying to find an option. Flicks it to Roses. Twisting, turning. What can he manufacture? A neat kick to find Rowbottom, but it's not quite in his range, I'd say. But geez, Roses is so energetic. Just in traffic and in tight spaces. He's similar to like a 𝐓𝐴𝐞 type here. Hard to tackle. Look at that. Beautiful awareness and agility. And yeah, he's been really impactful. And impactful early on for us in the forward half. And Rowbottom, well, probably centres it here, and he does. He'll actually go to the pocket. He's going to go to Roses again. Oh, 𝐼𝐴𝐞 couldn't take it. I think it was one of those balls coming to 𝐼𝐴𝐞 where I didn't realise it would fall into his lap so easily. Probably lost it in the sun a bit too. But we have it where we want it. Forward 50 stoppage. Heath hits it down. Warner. Well done. Sticks the tackle. Umpire's ball. So another ball up here. Heath gets the head out. Good pressure from Warner. Langford and cleared here for the D's. Big spall from Blakey. Hits it back the other way. Roses gets a hand in there. I think that was 𝐴𝐸 with a hand pass. Slap from Roses. Back to Blakey. Can he get an angle here? Oh, it's a beautiful kick from Lizard. Finds 𝐼𝐻𝐼𝐸 on the lead. Well, there we go. That's the left footers getting involved. Roses has been really involved early on, and there is Nick Blakey with a good use inside 50. But again, Roses involved. 𝐴𝐸, nice hands. Clever little tap. It's been good. Yeah, exactly right, Anthony. But there have been some nice pickups, and we all know about the stars of the side, but it's all about those role players at the same time, and have we acquired what are going to be hopefully contributive plays for us. So far, so good. And 𝐼𝐻𝐼𝐸 goals, and we restore our lead early on here. Geez, I have to update Joel 𝐼𝐻𝐼𝐸's picture for the play profile thingo. He has the afro, but now he's got the cornrows. So, anyways, 𝐼𝐻𝐼𝐸 on the board. Well, good bit of forward pressure there. 𝐴𝐸 getting involved. Roses again. He's been one of our best so far. And there's a little cut short tick lead from 𝐼𝐻𝐼𝐸. Turns back into the space. Beautiful from the Liz. Left footers getting involved early on. Oh, that's no good. So 𝐼𝐻𝐼𝐸's out of the game. Yeah, that definitely sucks the D's. He's been a revelation for them in that forward line. So it's going to be a bit of an experience leading the way as 𝐴𝐻𝐼𝐸 gets Heath high. So now the D's can work it forward. 𝐻𝐻𝐸. He was good last week. He pins the E's. He goes whack from outside 15. Bang, the D's. Instant response. Good play, Caleb 𝐻𝐻𝐸. Off we go, Aussie Trump fan. Welcome, mates. Well, how about that? I mean, off a free kick there, it's pretty much an absolute freebie when you're all sucked into the contest and 𝐻𝐻𝐸 gets the hands received. They're out the front. I'll see it again here. Yeah, so Chad tries and goes for the jump swat, and then he has to lower himself for the tackle, but a bit high. And yeah, good quick hands there. That's what Melbourne have been good at. Those quick handball receives, and 𝐻𝐻𝐸's away and kicks a beauty. He's had some good performances so far this year, Caleb 𝐻𝐻𝐸. 𝐼𝐻𝐻𝐸's he held there. Yes, he is. Umpire's going to call it back, but no, 𝐻𝐻𝐸 will take advantage. Away we go inside 50. That's going to be a block, I think. Or a high, take your pick. McDonald's going to get the free here. Yeah, no, definitely right, Aussie, mate. It's a beautiful day over here too. I mean, obviously the last game of the SCG was the lightning delay against the Giants. Well, that was quite some ordinary weather. So, yeah, no, clipped him high there. Bit of ill discipline there from Disco Turner. Yeah, a bit slow. That's definitely right, Anthony, mates. But still early days. Hopefully they can click into gear. McDonald, can he slot this? Kicks on its way. Good kick. Beautiful. Bit like 𝐼𝐻𝐸, McDonald, the set shots can be a bit hit and miss, but that's good to see that go right through the middle. Goal for goal here early on. Both attacking sides showing their flares early in this Sunday fixture. Well, both of the last goals of the game have come from frees. So both sides taking advantage well. Great to see accurate. Yes, exactly right. Something that was not the case last week at all. Geez, it was pretty ordinary. Also Gold Coast as well. But I suppose that's just, like, accuracy can be such a hit-miss thing really for any side. One week you look like $1,000,000, can't miss, and the other week you miss such easy shots. Grundy, nice little deft hit out there to Heaney, but can't get the gather. And Mark 𝐼𝐻𝐸. Okay, fair enough. Thought that was a bit of a softie, but probably was there. Heath now will whack it back inside 50. Who can take the grab here? Jefferson brings it to ground. Oh, good roving there from Sharp. Gawn! Oh, big Gawn. He can do it all, 𝐼𝐻𝐸 Gawn. He can rove, he can Tack a beautiful mark inside 50. And he has just crumbed a goal up the back there. So, yeah, geez, the goals don't stop flowing. Goal for goal at the minute. So, yeah, no, Gawn's been spending a bit more time forward, as we saw against the Tigers last week. And, geez, this is no good. Latrell Pickett does not look good whatsoever. It might be a bit of a knock to the ribs. Hopefully he's okay. Well, not ideal, really, for both sides' defensive units. Both sides are scoring a bit too freely here early on. But, again, it's just another off a free kick, so it's a free entry. It's a great row from Sharp, though. Ball fell into his lap, and then Gawn gets the quick kick away. What happened? Oh, I mean, I don't... Yeah, I think Grundy just gave her a little bit of a bump. That happens, but hopefully he's okay. Just a bit of a bump in the ribs, I suppose. Well, ball back in the middle here. Free flowing early on. 3 goals each for both sides. That's a lovely hit out of Windsors out the front again. The D's get the clearance inside 50 to the big Gaunt's. A good spoil from Edwards in game number 2. This one will find the boundary. Yeah, well, it was definitely a bit cheeky, but I don't think there's much malice in that. You know, plays it out all the time. Just a bit of a bump back the other way. And Grundy's going to get suspended for 5 rounds. Bloody sick. As Grundy on cue wins it out of the ruck contests. Hand pass, a bit of a nothing one. As D's do keep it in play here. Roberts wins it well. And will probably win a high for that, I think. Yes, he will. Yeah, I think probably maybe the pointy bit of his elbow probably got him in the ribs. Just winded him, I think. Anyway, D's now win it back here inside 50. He's a good spot here, Matty Roberts. Having a good year. Intercept mark, and we quickly go here, Heaney. Corridor, is it on? We sort of improvised in a way. Jordan, was he taken high? Nothing given there. Langdon back inside 50. Bice should be marking that football. Fumbles. And I think it was a front on contact free. No, it's the other way. Okay. So it looks like it's a hold against Bice by the looks of it. So Sharp will go back here. Ah, yeah, it was a block against Sarong. Free's definitely there. Yeah, because I was going to say, well, what did Bice do to infringe? But yeah, no, Free was definitely there. Sharp, as we said earlier, he's been, yeah, a role player that's really starting to elevate his game. Can he goal here and make it 2 in a row for the D's? He can. D's looking good this first term. 4 goals, 3 plays, 3 goals, 1. So 5:43 till quarter time. Looking a bit off here, that's safe to be said. Yeah, definitely looking really off the ball in many areas. The Demons are doing really well to, I think, stop our flow with our ball movement from the back half. So we do definitely need a lift in that area. But they're beating us around the ball a bit too easily, getting first possession around the footy. So definitely need a response here. But Sharp on the board. Yeah, a bit of ill discipline there from Sarong. So ball back in the middle here. Steele, how about that for a gather? Another clearance here for the D's. And a bit too easy there. Sharp takes a mark on the edge of 50. Well, we can go back here. It's 6-2 out of the centre bounce. So definitely want to try and lift in that area. Well, something we're not unusual to Anthony Mudder can recall Luke Park as well as his 250th, the 200th. Lose against the Dons at the G. Anyway, Sharp, can he make it 2 in a row here from himself? He gives it a fair ride, and he has slotted it. Thank you very much. Well, they're definitely now starting to cash in Melbourne. After a few misses early on, it's 3 in a row. Up by 14. So really, as expected, I felt this side was really going to come at us today, and that's exactly what we're seeing. Winning I think probably their second goal out of the centre bounce. But a really nice rove there from Steele. Hacks it around the corner and, I think sort of fortuitously just falls in front against 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 there. A few goals in a row here for the D's, so getting the early challenge. Let's see how we respond. So ball back in the middle here. Grundy out of the ruck. Toe pokes it forward. He'll get this 𝐓𝐿𝐴 𝐿𝐴. Twisting, turning on his left shoe towards the pocket. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴, good contest. Same with Turner, so ball in here. 5 to play. 3 goals, 1 place, 5 goals, 3. So getting outplayed here early on from the D's. 4:50 stoppage at 𝐓𝐿𝐴 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. Grundy with a hit out. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴, 𝐐𝐐𝐬. There he is again with a clearance and a beautiful kick finding 𝐿atrell. So looking like he's going to go for a switch here, and he will, just out across. But it's not a great kick, just stays in play for Howes to go and gather, and now the D's can work some hands. 𝐿𝐴 and 𝐐𝐿𝐴 on the end of it again. Drops it a bit short, but the D's have the numbers. Cross wears a tackle well, and the kick doesn't look so great. It drops short, it goes past a contest. Rampy wins it well, gets the hands out. Papley to Jordan. Now out here across the wing to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. It's a beautiful kick. Do we have something out the back here? Joel plays on. Goes to one-on-one. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 well defended there from Petty. And the D's have the numbers to win it out back the other way. Lever. Across now to Langford. Oh, bad skill error there. It's going to be a last disposal free. Yeah, no, it definitely is a bit targed. Getting a beat around the ball a bit too easily, I'd say. I think 𝐻𝐴𝐿𝐴 and Judd need a lift around the footy. But we are putting the tag on 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 Pickett early on, which I do find a bit surprising. So if he really gets off the leash as the game gets on, well, I expect Jordan, you'd think, gets the job on him eventually. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 wins the ball back here. Oh, jeez. Looking like we don't have the numbers because he's given it right to Harvey Langford, but he fumbles and ball goes out. So 3.5 minutes or 3/4 time. Yeah, they certainly were. Well, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 certainly was last year, Noel. Kicked, I think, 5 odd goals on Sammy Wicks. Obviously more of a midfield role for him now. Warner now, just around the corner inside 50. Roses. Oh, geez, he's been good. Malcolm Roses. Loving him this season. He's got his second. What a rove. Well, nice rove. So that's some better presence at ground level. Guess who? Tommy Papley getting involved. Shifts the hands out to Warner. It's a good hits a good spot with a kick. 𝐻𝐿𝐴's in front position, so did well, Charlie, to win it ground, and Roses just beautiful roving. So nicely worked there from the stoppage. Getting involved. Well, needed that after a 3 in a row, throw unanswered, I should say, sorry, from the D's. And yeah, no, general forward rating, champion data number says he's the second best small forward under under Nick Watson, which, yeah, geez, there you go. Numbers don't lie, but he has been very influential with his disposal. So ball back in the middle. Let's try and win a centre clearance. Been getting beat in this area early on. Heath's been good in that middle, and same with 𝐻𝐿𝐴. 𝐿𝐴, good offloading hands to 𝐻𝐴. Now to Grundy. He's out the front here, Big Brody. Can he go whack from outside 50? 𝐻𝐿𝐴, not a bad effort. Pretty much took all of it, but just couldn't take that last 10%. And it's rushed through for a minor score. Well, Turner and Petty started this game really well, holding down the fort nicely. The key defensive duos for the D's today. So Langdon to take the kick in. We'll go short to 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝. Acquired via trade from the Hawks, of course. couldn't get much consistent game time, but apart from injury a few weeks ago, he's now back on the side getting some more consistent game time. Rampy with the spoil. Ball in here. So 2:40 to play until quarter time. Been a good start to this game. Certainly a few neutral. High scoring. Geez, 24 degrees in Sydney Cross. Bit of a warm game, that is safe to be said. As usually by now, well, especially in Canberra, you usually only get the teens as maximum temperatures these days. So Heaney tackled. Ball up here again. Gawn and Grundy. Grundy hits it down. Sarong in this stoppage. Couldn't get a clean disposal. Heaney wears a Gawn tackle. 𝐼𝐴 couldn't quite find an option with a hand pass. And now the D's on the outer. Good pressure from Papley. Blakey with a beautiful spin move. Shifts the hands to Papley. It's a bit of a bit too cute with that hand pass. And now the D's can go inside or out. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 some nice movement. Got the numbers here. Yeah, 𝐼𝐴 in the good spot and takes a nice intercept mark. Got some options on the outside here. 𝐼𝐴. Right, let's not have any Tony Jones-esque hand passes or kicks today where he misses his boot like he did against the Dogs last week. We work the hands now. Heaney in a good spot for a good delivery. It's a beautiful kick. Angled beautifully there. Heaney's positioning. Well, there's that hand passing again in tight spaces. Really nicely done. Strong and a few others involved. Yeah, beautiful hands. He started well, Grundy, in game 250. Well, let's see if 𝐼𝐴 can slot this. 1 goal 1 so far to get this game back under just... Well, to get the game to 1 point, I should say. He's kicked well. So a good little short response here. 2 in a row. Margin 1 point. Well, yeah, they did it a bit last week too, Anthony. They're giving Max Heath quite a bit of time in the ruck contest around the ground, whilst Gawn's playing a bit more forward. And it started quite well early on. Heath's done some good things, and obviously Gawn's got a crumbing goal up forward. So obviously, but Gawn in the general ruck contest at the minute as his position there in the defensive half. But yeah, really nicely execution, really good execution there, working the hands. And I mean, yeah, Heaney just in the prime spot there for a handball receive. He's angled beautifully for hitting up Joel Amati and lace out. Yeah, some good synergy in that play. So 2 goals for Roses Amati and Harry Sharp in this first term. Grundy with a head at Heaney. Hands could have been a bit more cleaner for 𝐼𝐴. He has to go and get. Nobody wants to go for the ball. Lack of communication there. 𝐐𝐴 goes head under. Sparrow to Sharp. Bit of a mongrel kick. It works to Bailey Laurie. Have they got an option here? The D's. The kick will land a bit short for Van Rooyen. Have they got some rovers? 𝐼𝐴 should have gathered that a bit better. Langford over the top to Laurie. To 𝐐𝐴. Drops the ball, but he's able to regather. Bit too easy. 𝐐𝐴 pick it around the corner. Oh, jeez. Yeah, he can change a game, this man. Very, very fortunate he's missed. Yeah, I mean, he's simply just too hard of a player to tackle at times. And that's what's been a really good thing. Nick Del Santo points it well there. The work rate from him has been excellent too, getting from contest to contest. Well, 30 seconds here, probably not much fuss, so we'll probably just want to kill the rest of this quarter. 30 seconds, let's see if we can go end-to-end. 𝐼𝐴 trying to outwork Van Rooyen. Shift the hands over the top. Edwards, not really a good position for him to get a handball receive. Jesus, okay. Melbourne can quickly go here off the turnover. Well done from Mills. Great courage, okay. Oof. It's all happening in this first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a game on here. 5 goals 2 to 5 goals 4. The D's will take the early lead heading into the quarter time sheds. So 2-point margin at quarter time. Yeah, both teams have started really well. When we're talking about it from an attacking point of view, I think Melbourne have definitely shown some of their free-flowing ability with getting the hands out into space, that forward hand passing game. But we've also been able to showcase it too. It's yeah, I think a bit of both team strengths coming to the fore early on. But I think Melbourne have defended us pretty well at times too. They're not allowing us the easy corridor ball, and we've pretty much showcased it all year. We still try and take on the corridor even if it's not quite on, and that is we've run into a few roadblocks because of it. But now, good little response there after Melbourne kicked 3 unanswered, and we've been able to work back into this game. But yeah, could be a high scoring game. Who knows? Butterfingers 𝐼𝐶𝐰 so far. Yeah, geez, he's got a bit of the jitters early on. Have a look at the team stats though for the first term. So yeah, we're losing the field position early on here, 18 to 14 inside 50s Melbourne's way. Winning the clearances, winning the inside ball. Yep, minus 13. Minus 6 in the clearances. So as we did state earlier in that quarter, it feels like they're just getting first to the ball first and making good use of it. So yeah, it feels like we're off a beat in the trenches. But the efficiency going inside 50 has still been pretty good. Like we've kicked 5 goals too from 14 inside 50s, so 7 scores from 14 inside 50s, not bad. And 5 marks to 3 inside 52, so that's also pretty handy too. But yeah, geez, it's been free flowing. We had a period of 4 goals, and all of them came from the centre bounce. So yeah, really both teams' defences has definitely been a bit leaky to kick off this game so far. Have a look at the quarter time stats for the plays, that is. And yeah, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 definitely been one of the most influential on ground. 5 disposals, 2 goals. And yeah, he's he was a player that always was a sub each and every year, but now he's really starting to find his groove into the team and impacting nicely. Yeah, Piggott's looking influential early on with 7 disposals, not deciding to deploy the target on yet. And 𝐷𝐿𝐴 with 3 kicks and a goal. He's also had a pretty good start to this game. 𝐷𝐿𝐴 obviously with a few hit-outs and kicked that goal quite nicely, crumbing as a small forward. And as from our end, Amadi started really well. He's got 7 disposals and 2 goals, showing some good presence in the air. Mills been pretty neat back there, but I think one of our best in that first term has to be Malcolm Roses. You know, Melbourne have 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴, of course, in their team, but I think we've got our 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 from Timu with what he's been able to do in traffic, some clever things, and no, he's been really good with his disposal. Strong started okay, he's on the 4 disposals. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 rebounding okay. Grundy getting his hands on it with 6 disposals and 8 hit-outs. But yeah, still early days. We definitely want to tighten up around the ball, I think. I think Melbourne are probably winning it out a little bit too easy at times, and hence we are losing the contested and the clearances. So I got up the pressure, I do feel. Gunner's not been awful, I don't think, Josh. I mean, he almost had that mark and brought it to ground for allowed Roses to rove. I think Petty and 𝐷𝐿𝐴 Turner have started off actually quite alright from a one-on-one point of view. Yeah, geez, 10 goals in that first quarter. We're not really getting disappointed with really both sides with what they can offer from an attacking point of view. Oh, and of course, Nick Blake, I think he's had an excellent start to this game too with some of his disposal. Using it nicely. 10 touches for him early on. But yeah, no, this Melbourne side's looking really dangerous in general play, I think. You know, it feels like they're outworking us at times and really using their pace nicely. And yeah, got to really try and close down their space. But let's see what happens in the second term. Do we stem the flow? Do Melbourne kick away? Let's see what happens. But yeah, there's one of 𝐻𝐿𝐴's hit-outs, for example. That was a beauty to steal. And he's done some good things in that centre bounce so far. Yeah, and if you're just joined, by the way, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. That'd be heavily appreciated. We've got a good game on here for Sunday afternoon. So not long away till the second term. Hopefully we can tie it. Yeah, definitely need to. I mean, you can, yeah, really can say the same thing about Melbourne. And then 5 goals each for both sides. But yeah, sucks with my check. So we'll see here again. It was the tackling effort on 𝐼𝐿𝐴, and he just hurt his hamstring, so that's no good. 3 goals from centre bounce to those. Yeah, I mean, there's been a bit of ill discipline from us, but Melbourne have made the most of the chances though off those free kicks. It's not like they've been, you know, gimmies, high freeze, directly in front of goal. Like 𝐼𝐿𝐴's got the handball received. He's kicked a beauty from outside 50. I mean, they've executed well, Melbourne. So we'll see how their second term goes. Excuse me. Underway. Grundy, nice hit out. Chad fumbles somewhat, but he will get the kick away and can't take that one. 𝐼𝐿𝐴. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It's like 𝐼𝐿𝐴 and 𝐼𝐵𝐵. So apparently it's 𝐼𝐿𝐴, not 𝐼𝐿𝐴. So there you go. Roses, I think a bit hard done by there, holding the ball. So it's going to be 𝐴𝐿𝐴 chance free. And across now here, Langdon. Not a bad looking kick for Steele. Good overhead. Can't take the mark though. Chad works hard. Gives the hands. Toe poke. Can't quite get it. Big ball to be won here. Sarong gets a good ground ball. Gets tackled instantly from Steele. And umpire's ball. Good contest. So yeah, 14-9 in the clearances. Nice offloading hands there to Jordan. And now Sarong goes back the other way. It's not an effective kick as it's picked off from Petty. Good to see Petty back in from concussion. And we'll really bite off an aggressive kick here in the corridor. It's a good grab from Heath. Misread from Blakey. Do they work their quick hands here? Nothing on. So we'll just... Oh, here we go. Big bomb. Inside 50. The big Gawnster. Can't take it. 𝐼𝐿𝐴. Oh, geez. 𝐼𝐿𝐴 running through. He's dangerous. Edwards offloads a hand pass to 𝐼𝐵𝐵. To Sarong. He's dispossessed. His disposal's been a bit off, Joel Sarong, this game so far. Laurie. Good pressure from Roses. Ball to be won here. 𝐼𝐿𝐴 goes in under. Dispossessed. Row bottom surely high there. Well done. Gets the free. And we quickly go for advantage here at the front. Nick Blakey. We've got some space here. Hands over the top now to Chad. He's got to work the hands to Lloyd. He's all alone on his non-preferred. Jakey Lloyd. Well, he can roll into goal, but he's going to go back here. It could be a pretty good set shot, Jake Lloyd. Let's see how he goes. Well, there you go. Bang. Right away. No fuss. We want to take advantage. And there's that forward-hand passing game again. And Charlton is not preferred. We don't usually see that too often, Chatty Warner. Let's see if Lloyd can kick this. But Lizard evolved again. He's looking dangerous early on here. 5 goals, 2 for the season. Jake Lloyd, more of a forward role season. Continuing on from halfway last year. Let's see if he can slot this. And can we regain the lead? Kicks on its way. Oh, never in doubt. Here's a beautiful kick. Oh, no, it's landed short. He's done an Ollie Florent. Oh, God. Remember that? When Florent bloody missed after the siren? The camera angles trolled me because I had the zooming in shot. I'm like, oh, it's going through. And then they cut to Elise spoiling it about 5 metres short. Ah, dearie me. 450 stoppage, though. Grundy in a good spot. Gets the gather. No, it hits the post. That would have been fitting in game 250. Minor score there, 1 point margin. Two goals, 2 from 3 goals, 3 from stoppages. Yeah, the D's have been able to get a few from centre bounce. As 𝐼𝐿𝐴 will take the kick in. Now looking in a good spot. 𝐼𝐵𝐵, nice rove. And good bit of composure there. Could have blazed away, but did a 𝐼𝐿𝐴 now. What can he manufacture? Beautiful kick. Malcolm Rose's chance for 3 in the first half. Well, that's nice there from 𝐼𝐵𝐴. That's just what your stars do. The awareness, the composure, not blazing away. Just had that extra second to reassess and hits 𝐼𝐿𝐴. And good vision there from Juz too. Roses all alone. Yeah, they're dangerous. Those forward half turnovers got to capitalise. And, well, Roses, we can make it a 7-point play here if he kicks truly for his 3rd goal. Malcolm Roses, he's been excellent so far in this first term, or in the first term. And, well, it's a bit of a mongrel of a kick. It was a bit of a helicopter, but it works. He's got 3 in the first half, Malcolm Roses. 6 goals, 3 plays, 5 goals, 4. Sydney by 5. Well, it started well this second term, getting a bit of flow in our game. And 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴𝐿, yeah, that's good stuff there from 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴𝐿, the usual stuff, front position. Winning the ball back, and 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴𝐿, a nice kick there to find Roses. But Grundy was unlucky there. I thought he really could have snagged that kick through. His follow-up work in 450 stoppages has been really good this year, Grundy. He's up and about Malcolm Roses. Ball back in the middle here. Grundy with the hit out. 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴𝐿, a good rove. He's getting dirty in the middle, 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴𝐿, which is good to see. Rowbottom tackled well from Steele, and Sparrow umpires ball. So yeah, Gaunt's still playing in the forward line. Heath is getting the job. Ball to be won here. Wicks dispossess. Good tackling pressure from both sides here. Rowbottom jags a kick forward. Turnover here. Nicely roved and well read from Lever, who started well. Kick now towards the wing. Bice has got to go. Oh, geez, that really should be paid a mark, but it isn't. Anyway, D's still have possession here. Langford, very good first season. Inside 50, does the kick work? A great ball from Edwards. And this one goes over. That's sensational from Edwards. I think he's struggled a bit in of the transition as he got pinned for on the ball late in the first. But some of the defensive efforts so far has been really good. That's a great ball. Eyes on the footy too. Well, 450 stoppage here for the D's. Got to have 3 players in 𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴𝐿, wherever he is. Oh, and we get a free our way. Oh, looking like 𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴𝐿's doing something a bit cheeky. I don't even know what the free was for, to be fair. Yeah, it's to Jordan, so I'm assuming it's against 𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴𝐿 because that's the direct matchup there. Sarong now. Better use, finding Heaney. Okay. Does the corridor open up? Looks like it does. 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴𝐿 uses the hands to Blanky. He's loose again, the Lizard. Loves the eyes. Beautiful kick. He is tearing up this game, Nick Blanky. Papley over the top to Roses again. He can kick 4 in the first half here. And there's that slick ball movement from the back half. 9-3 marks inside 50. As we said, that was one of the positives in the first term, and it's showing here again. But, yeah, no, I mean, the D's did well to clog up the corridor on that first term, but now we're starting to, yeah, get a bit of flow in the game. Let's see if Roses can kick truly here. Probably due a miss, I'd say, because it usually works like that. You're kicking straight, and then you're probably due a bit of a sider. But let's see. Roses for his 4th. Oh, I'll shut up then. He's got 4 in the first half. Unbelievable. Needs 6 to beat wrong guy. Geez, could we have our own... Not Malcolm Roses. Tom Roses. Well, it doesn't work because we've got to have like... You know, it's not the Ben Ronk Buddy. What you know when Bruce said that, it's not Ben Ronk Buddy Ronk. So, well, to be fair, we could say it's not Malcolm Roses, Tom Roses, because of Tom Papley. Jeez, I'll just shut up. I don't even know what I'm saying. Shut up, Meg. But no, Roses again. He's just getting involved so well. I mean, I've just been loving his stuff up the ground and his agility and his what he can do in tight spaces, but I'm not complaining with him actually kicking the bloody goals. 4 in the first half, and now we're up by 11. And there is 𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴𝐿 Pickett, influential. Gets the hands out here to Langford. A bit more time on the wing this year for him. Inboard now to Windsor. Need a good use here, Melbourne. And that's a nice kick, finding Steele on the outer. Works the hands over the top to 𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴𝐿. What can he manufacture? He's going to go deep to the square here. Probably a bit too deep. We've got to kill that better. Goal back to the D's. Yeah, I mean, a goal right to the top of the square, you just simply have to kill. But Jefferson on the end of that. Yeah, and a good response there for the D's. Not Malcolm Roses, Malcolm Blight. Was Malcolm Blight a goal kick? I don't really know. I mean, it wasn't from my time. Well, then a response, the D's after a few unanswered our way. And, I mean, it's guess who, really. It's 𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴𝐿 Pickett. I mean, those situations there, you can't leave him alone in space like that. Post the stoppages. Yeah, yeah, Edward just couldn't get a hand in there, didn't have the positioning, but yeah, like a deep kick to the goal line, you got to kill those ones. Well, back to 5 points. Ball back in the middle here. Just possessed their cross, McInerney. Good ground ball, get hands, could have been a bit better. Papley, good pressure, and back the other way. McInerney works the hands over the top here. 𝐼𝐶𝐞 tackled well, offload hand passes all right. Rowbottom works it. Roses for number 5. For number 5, Malcolm Roses. What is going on? Jeez Louise. Well, right from the centre bounce, we respond. I mean, this game, Christ, goal for goal. Goals galore. Well, that starts with McInerney, I think. A really good hunt at ground level. Again, the hand pass could have been better, but there you go. Pressure, bang, win the ball back. That's what we want to see. And 𝐼𝐶𝐞 did well there too. Tackled well, gets the offloading hand pass, and Roses, there we go. Everybody getting their lick of the ice cream. Geez, number 5 goals for Roses. I mean, he's been good, but Christ. Didn't really feel like it was due a bag, but I'm not complaining. Well, goal for goal. 5 goals for Roses in the first half. As now Melbourne work it out of the middle. Drop mark there from Sharp. He's at 2 in the first quarter. 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐾𝐿 strips it out. Just gets the hands out. Steele. Langford. Inboard here to 𝐬𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿, excuse me. That's not a great kick. But, no, well, to be honest, not the worst in the world. The D's will get a forward 50 stoppage here. Well, unbelievable game of the minute. Both sides definitely bringing their attacking flares. Good to see us get out of the middle. Yep, that is good to see. 450 stoppage here. Grundy, Blakey shifts the hands. Wicks tackled well from Chandler. And could be... No, not in the full. Jeez, it looked like in the full. I mean, Wicks can do that, to be fair. He can have some rush kicks going out of the full, but he was pressured well. Rose is hot and hell right now. D's near Bow at the back. Yeah, I did see Bowie's not on the injury list, and he did play in the VFL earlier today, so obviously given his long-term ankle injury, it's sort of fair enough just brewing him away in the VFL. Wasn't too bad today. And that's a good tackle there from, was that 𝐼𝐶𝐞? I think it was. The 2 inexperienced players going out one on Billy 𝐼𝐶𝐞. But yeah, no, I mean, Melbourne have definitely some outs in their back half. I mean, they definitely could be using, of course, Bowie as he's been missed. I mean, he's probably one of their most composed and best ball users out of the fence, and Melbourne have been really good from the back half this year, so you can only think when he comes back in what they can manufacture. That's just 15, geez. And then there was the other Rivers, of course, but obviously he's been playing a little bit more in the midfield. Anyways, we're horseshoed around to Callum Mills. A good first term he had. And there we go. We use the loose option nicely of Jake Lloyd and shift the hands inboard to Mills. Across now to Rampy off the bench. Low kick inside 50. And yeah, that's going to be paid a mark to Petty. Not the greatest kick. Well, Rose is on the bench, so we can all just have a bit of a rest. There we go. Last Swan to kick 5 in the first half was Ben Ronk. Just a mark there to Jath. Yeah, it's been a good free-flowing game so far, yes, what I was expecting. Van Rooyen. Couldn't sink it. Blakey. Nicely done. Beautiful hands. McInerney, well, there's one of those danky little kicks that could result badly, but nicely done there. Good skills at ground level. Inside 50 now. Great sport from Petty. He's having a good game so far. No, sorry, that's bloody up. Turner and Petty both have the same haircut. Literally, it's just both buzz cuts. Petty has less hair, but Christ, they are confusing me at the minute. It's like bloody Buslinger and Selwood from last Thursday night. I couldn't bloody pick them apart. 450 stoppage. Grundy gets front position on Gawn. Good smother there from Papley. Good tackle. Stripped of it. Oh, geez, I mean, it could have been ball maybe, but fair enough. 𝐼𝐶 extracts it out. Warner dispossessed. Dump kick. Who does it fall to here? 𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐵𝐿 had a good first few minutes. Does the Kevin Bartlett style handball on himself, and he's away. Look at him go. McDonald, not bad toe with the chase. Oh, no. Well read from Rampy. We pick it off, and now we can go back here the other way. They were out, the Demons. Can we exploit? Jordan. Rampy. To Blank. He's got 𝐼𝐵𝐿𝐼 over the top. Trying to get to him, but he's hemmed in nicely. Lloyd gives the hands to Chad. He can go here, Warner. He bursts through. He takes a snapping shot. He's got to bury that. Got to bury that with a player of his calibre. Minor score. But yeah, there it is. Handball meters gain, 161 to 38. So starting to stamp our brand well. Somebody finished within 4 goals of Swans, but this game turned out to be a great one. Better than I expected us to come in. I mean, I definitely feel like Melbourne are a chance heading into this game. Like, you know, I naturally think we're probably due a loss and a bit of a bad performance. And we haven't, you know, we've not been brilliant from a 4-quarter perspective necessarily. Like, we've been challenged each and every week. But, you know, our punishment game's been really good. But we'll see if that continues. It's been good so far this second term. Papley now works the hands to McInerney. Bit of the no look. Oh, 𝐼𝐶𝐿, how about that tackle on Jordan? Wow. Jeez, he's a fiery play, 𝐼𝐶𝐿. How about that for a tackle? He has a bit of a rugby league style, like the spear sort of tackling at him motion. Grundy, well done there against Gawn. Looked like a bit of a throw there. Chad wants to keep it in play. Papley, oh, surely a high. Yeah. Bit clumsy there. I think Papley won the free well. Yeah, I mean, he basically piggyback style sat on his shoulders almost, so definitely highs there. Yeah, exactly right, Jimmy, mate. It's been a good neutral game so far. Well, to kick another goal here and get it out to 3 goals, Papley. Well, the snaps can be hit and miss with Paps. It feels like he's starting now to get his mojo back with his goal-kicking sense, but we still see some rusty disposals and shots at goal. Let's see how he goes. It's a beauty. Beautiful kick. Well, game now out to 18 points all of a sudden. It's been a really good second term. 9 goals, 4, plays 6 goals, 4. 4 goals to 1 this second term. There's a Papley emoji, you'll have to see. But let's see, like, good stuff there from Chad. Yeah, I mean, I think it had to be there. Like, it was a bit of a bad tackling technique. Yeah, like I think as well, if you go to ground and like get that ground ball, you're sort of going to get the reward for effort, whilst you know the defender doesn't quite go to ground as well. So yeah, I think it was there, a bit stiff, but. Advertising, soy sauce and electronic boards. Not sure. I haven't really paid attention to the ads. I mean, there's been that Monster Energy. I don't know. Papley's sponsored by Monster Energy. Don't drink energy drinks, by the way, lads. It's a fucking scam. Good night's sleep and some glass of water. How about that? You can't beat that. How about that for energy? Roses, there he is back on the field, applying a bit of pressure. D's now work the hands and on the outer here. Sarong holds his ground really nicely and he breaks a tackle. I thought he just got the hands out there, but it's going to be holding the ball. So Chandler's free. He's also been one that's really improved his game. Part of the Ollie Wines club with the square chin. Inside 50. Who can fly? Van Rooyen's a good fly. Couldn't quite take it. Sharp's been dangerous. And tackled well from Matty Roberts, umpire's ball. Well, the D's have it where they want it. I feel like they're due a bit of a special forward 50 stoppage goal here. Well, it's going to be an absolute gimme forward 50 stoppage goal as McDonald gives away a bad ruck infringement free there. So Heath will go back directly in front. Just blame the 4-year-old daughter for this quarter time. She was watching the first, then went for a player that... No, okay, fair enough. Blame the daughter indeed. Well, Max Heath, yeah, did some good things in the first quarter. I mean, yeah, just clumsy there from McDonald. He lost his balance, rode right into his back. Yeah, 5 hit-outs to advantage. Those are really good numbers from 9 hit-outs too. Max Heath. Not out. Going back there to the D's. Back to 2 goals. So let's see. Can Melbourne now mount a bit of a case and get back on top of this contest? We've really been able to show our strengths, but let's see if they can get back on top. Similar to that first term, try and get some ascendancy around the ball. Well, he can do some clumsy things, McDonald. He's got, I feel like he's got a bit of that giraffe syndrome at times where he's a bit, a bit strange with some of his running and etc. But, yeah, it was a bit clumsy there. No, he's having a great first half, Heath. So, yeah, I think it's sort of being justified, the decision, with playing quite a bit of time of Max going forward of the ball, because he's done some really good things in the centre bounce. Think of 𝐼𝐶 for the Pies. There's another hit out, but that's not to advantage. Oh, pick up the ball, Chad Christ. Well, it's an inside 50 regardless. Maybe 𝐸𝐿 at the back here. Oh, jeez, I thought he maybe snuck that through off the soccer, but just a minor score it is. I mean, I don't know what Chad's doing there. Like, literally, he can just grab the ball and he's out. I mean, we get an inside 50 out of it regardless, but it's a bit of a dirty ball. Anyway, kicking now. It's not a great kick. Lloyd turnover. Drops it short here for McInerney. He's having a good second term. Drops it short now here for Chad. Fumbles, missed tackle. Sparrow, well done. Howes over the top. Lloyd did well. Jeez, I think that's a pretty harsh call, Lloyd, because you could really count that as a spoil. Like he's intervening the play. Yeah, jeez, I don't know about that call. I thought that was just a pretty general spoil, but anyways, whatever. D's now will bind off the corridor with his kick. Heath couldn't take it. Sheldrick, jeez, I've really sighted him this game. Strong now, will now work the hands. Latrell, stiff arm was nice from 𝐼𝐵, back to 𝐵𝐶𝐾. Bit of a mongrel kick inside 50. Oh, drop mark here from Langdon. Ball alive here. Langdon mops up well. Back here to Jaff. And across here to, I think that's, I couldn't quite tell who that was. I think that was Howes. And now Sharp. Down the line they go. That's not a great kick, but 𝐼𝐶𝐾 can get there late. Intervenes well. Sheldrick, clean hands to Rampy. Grand hand pass to 𝐼𝐵. Back to 𝐵𝐼𝐶. And just stays in the field of play here for Matty Roberts. Roberts now over the top. Good kick, good running from Sheldrick. Okay, Marty on a short lead. We'll use it, and he'll get the mark. Well, he's definitely capable here of Marty, but as per usual, Joel and Marty, expect anything. This could go anywhere. Fucking a bit of hair. Oh dear, he's going to fucking snap. This is going to go anywhere indeed. Well, are we going to see Will Hay when he hits the belly of the ball? Oh, shut up. He's absolutely slotted it. Well done, Joel. Well, get a bit of response there. Margin out to 19. Ten goals 5, 7 goals 4. Yeah, no, this second term, it feels, like so much more flow in the game and working the hands nicely. Good running there from Sheldrick and simple. No fuss, just drops the kick short. Out muscles Turner there and, yeah, geez, we're slotting them well. Like some of these snaps, usually we're capable of a few stinkers. I mean, Papley just had, well, a very similar goal to Papley's early on. Yeah, that's fair enough, Jimmy. Probably... I mean, really has to go drop punt there because you wouldn't really go with a check side because he's a left footer from that angle and he's probably a bit too far up for a check side. Nicely done there from the centre. I thought it was going to be called back for a free against. But that was really good stuff there from the centre bounce, but the kick not so great from Heaney. Picked up from Petty. So 5 minutes till half time here, or 5:43 I should say to be exact. So Petty now will want to drop the kick short here. So can the D's get a bit of drive here from the back half? Howes. Turner. Over the top for Lever. Oh, that's an ambitious hand pass back to the key defender, and Rowbottom tackles him well. But they still have the ball here, the D's. Well defended. Well, that's good there. Closing their space. So, ball in here, centre wing. Throw it in. Fucking hell, magpie. Just flew up on the roof. Thought it was flying at me for a sec. So yeah, 239 to 74 handball meters gains. That's obviously I think a big reason why we're in the lead and having this powerful second term so far. Roberts, ball to be one here. Hot in the kitchen. One from Bice. That's a great win. Spin move is clever too. Roberts, Grundy, bit of a fumble back here to Matty Roberts. Kick now down the line. Oh, beautiful kick from Matt. Jesus, kicking's been good this year. Chad now at the front. Just has to drop the kick to 𝐼𝐴. There he is. 50? Nah, not 50. But how about that? I mean, the Bice and Roberts, the lefties getting involved there. From inside or out, we've gone. That's a beautiful kick from Roberts. Perfectly well weighted for Chad. Just had to really catch that in stride, and he's out and away. And, well, there you go. Turner has his back to 𝐼𝐴, so always have the advantage with the kick inside 50 there. So Charlie 𝐼𝐴, he's had to hit the scoreboard. He's done some okay things so far this game, but he's getting well held. Let's see if he can kick his first. He's missed. So just the minor score it is then. So 20 points, the margin. 8 goals to 3. Sorry, I thought that was for the quarter. No, 8 goals, 1 to 3 goals, 2 from set shots. Sydney's way. It's not a great kick in. It's got to be paid a mark to McDonald. McDonald now will lateral the ball here to Mills. Now to 𝐼𝐴. Out across to Grundy. He's getting involved as well too, Brodie Grundy. No doubt about that in game 250. Roberts in a good spot here for a nice use. Deep to the square. Guess who? It's Max Gawn. Big spoil. And it's going to be rushed through for a minor score. So helping out in defence there, big Gawny. Josh and Alex, off the going well, lads. Angry Raiders guy. Yeah, how are the Canberra Raiders going this year? Yeah, geez. Losers they are. Minor premiers and then go out in straight sets. Advantage now Melbourne. Oh, geez, Baylor Laurie, what's he done? Wastes the advantage. Jordan now gives the hands to McInerney. Well, let's see if we can make them pay here. Papley. He could probably make it here. Gives the... Oh, geez, he's made a mare of it, Paps. He has to go now, whack from outside 50. Not a bad effort, but he's missed. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why Blakey's wrapping around on his non-preferred. Papley gets sucked into it, and then we play on, so... But, yeah, geez, it was a bit of a gimme at the same time. Melbourne made a mare of the advantage through Laurie. Did a Tony Jones and missed the fucking ball with the kick. Outside 50 now, kick out of the 50, excuse me. We're doing well to lock in the front half here, but mad hand pass there from 𝐓𝐿, so now Steele can get on the end of it. He works the hands. Good tackling pressure there again. Mills, great tackle. Van Rooyen. But Chandler, he was able to get on the end of it. Kick now inside 50. Rampier, great one-on-one effort there against Bailey Fritsch as he wins it and it spoils it for a ball in. Well, a bit of unrewarded effort there. I think there was some good tackles, but Melbourne just did well to offload it and get it out. So 2:24 to play here. Let's try and not concede one late. That would be handy, but see what happens. It's Gordon Grundy in this ruck contest. Gordon will get front position. Can't get the head out. Grundy slaps it forward. He could be paid for that, to be fair, but yeah, a bit unlucky. I mean, he just tried to hit out in the space, really. I don't think he really meant to deliberately do it. to the boundary, but whatever. Inside 50 now. Sparrow almost took it. Who's the ground level here? Chandler. Well, that's a bit too easy. But, well, there you go. He kicks on his number third, and he gets that result out in the full. Mills now will lateral the ball here across to Dane Rampy. Mills will get on the end of this again. That's a risky kick. Needs to be good, and it's a beautiful kick. Nicely done there to Jake Lloyd. So just slowing the game down here as it's 1:40 till half time. Been a really good second quarter from us. Showing our quality with our hand passing game. As we're just doing some short chipping here, Mills. Mills now down the line. Crusher bodies Spall from Turner. Ball in. Geez, all the stars are here. Bloody hell. Gawn's going to get a free here. Yeah, no, he's really... obviously lacks some pace here and there, but I feel like his footy smarts has been pretty influential for us. Making some good decisions and stuff. And yeah, it's nice to see him hit the scoreboard. 50 seconds to go here. Melbourne in the back half. Oh, great smother from Chad. Well, they'll lock it in the forward half for now. No, it's good to see from Chad. Defensive efforts is always what you want to see from a player like Warner. It's all about the attacking flair, but the nitty-gritty stuff, it's good to see from Chad because obviously that's can be an inconsistent part of his game. Jordan spending a bit more time on 𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐼 Pickett this second term as well. Been a bit less influential this second quarter, 𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐼. Heaney, nice rove. McInerney under the pump, gets the hands away. Sheldrick to Wicks. Just a high kick towards the middle of the ground here. Who will go up? McInerney, Roberts. Nice ball. Good gather there from 𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐼. What can they manufacture? It's not a great kick. A bit too cute there from 𝐐𝐴𝐺𝐼. And it's turnover from Melican now. Coming work here on the outer. Missed to 5 goals in the first half. Malcolm Roses gives the hands to Dane Rampy. Across now to Jake Lloyd. As the dogs are barking. It's all happening here. Deep kick gone. Guess who? Nice roving from Charlie. Nah, on the ball. Unlucky. Well, that's going to do it for the half. Really good second term. 10 goals 8. Plays 7 goals 4 after we were trailing. Good half of football against, someone that's definitely challenging us. But, no, it's good to see us really flex our muscles and manufacture a really strong second quarter. Usual strengths, hand passing game, looking really sleek, moving it well. And, yeah, I think it was a good response around the ball as, Melbourne were probably winning it out a bit too easily in the middle at times. And there we go, we win the field position battle. It was minus, 6 at quarter time, and now it's +7 in our favour. Clearances we're now winning after losing that by, I think, 6 at quarter time, winning that by 1. I think it's been a really good response from us. But nah, like so many players are getting plenty of licks on the ice cream for us. It's been an epic quarter, especially from Malcolm Roses, though. In the end, an epic first half of 5 goals. Geez, he's good to watch. Just some of the stuff he does. Really liking how he's playing for us so far this season. Been a really good pickup so far. As for... Sorry, Page is just crushed here. Let me just line it up again. Apologies about that. But, Rose has been electric. And, it's nice to see him just get on the end of a few nice goals off hard work from a few other players with offloading hand passes and etc. But 5 in the first half. It's great to see. Caleb Mills been really good back there too. He's been composed and obviously he's had some courageous moments, especially late in that first term with that intercept mark. Grundy, I think he's definitely working hard and getting plenty of possession. 13 touches already in the first half for 𝐼𝐻𝐿, 23 hitouts. And I'd probably say getting the better of Heath. But also Heath's been pretty good too. Like his hit out to advantage work's been excellent. McInerney getting his hands on it in that second term. Now up to 16 disposals. Rampy defending really well. Blakey been epic. Probably one of our best by foot this game with some of his disposal. He has been electric. Heaney, bit of a better second term for him. Rowbottom tackling nicely. Oh, actually he's just got the one tackle, Rowbottom, but I feel like his pressure and his presence around the ball's been good. Some of his contested possession in tight's been pretty good for us too. Chad getting into the game a bit more. 10 touches. Who else we got? 𝐼𝐻𝐿. I think he's been solid at times. And looking at the D side of things, I think Windsor's been pretty good for them on the inside. We talked about Heath still getting his hands on it. 2 kicks and 10 hand passes from Still. How about that? I think we're doing well enough to stem the flow of 𝐴𝐿𝐼. Like he's still showing some moments here or there, but he's not absolutely breaking the game open, which we couldn't afford happening really. And then 𝐵𝐴𝐿 just a lot of time forward for 𝐵𝐴𝐿. So I mean I'm not complaining too much because some of his hit out work is excellent, obviously around the ground. So he hasn't been a massive influence, but 𝐵𝐴𝐿 especially can have like massive final quarters, so we don't want to write him off too soon. And apart from that, it's been a pretty good second term. I mean, in the end, it was a 2-goal to 5-goal term in favour of us, so we can't complain whatsoever. Yeah, no, exactly right, Jimmy. But we'll see what happens. I mean, Melbourne can definitely get back on top of this contest. I mean, they were challenging us early on with what they were doing on the inside, and a few goals from the centre bounce. But I think we've done well to respond in the contested game a bit. Win some clearances back our way. The centre bounces have been a lot better from us. Like, I think Melbourne kicked 2 or 3 goals from that in the first term, and we've been able to win out of the middle a bit more. Yeah, like it's now 10-8 in favour of Melbourne, so I think we won that in the second term. But yeah, geez, I mean, how good is it to see Rogers kick 5, eh? I feel like he's been almost an unsung hero to start off this season. He's really been good. But yeah, to kick 5 in the first half, well, this might just be the game where it's like, hello, this is a serious player at the minute that we're dealing with here. But you don't want to get carried away. Still early days in the season, of course. Nothing going well, Mike. And 𝐵𝐿𝐼𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿, sorry for pronouncing that wrong. I think of Florida's in there. Hopefully you're going well, mate. Good to hear you getting around it. And nice, same to you, Mike. It's been a pretty good game from the Mutuals. I feel like, though, it's getting a bit more onto our favour, and Melbourne are lagging behind a bit. But we'll see what this third term does unfurl. I felt like 𝐓𝐿𝐼𝐿 barely touched the ball in the first quarter. Let's have a look. Yeah, like a really quiet first term. I mean, there you go. That's why he's barely getting any time on ground. He's got 46% time on ground in the first half. But he was able to get involved well too with some nice hand passing chains as well, 6 disposals. When he got, I think it was first touch in the second term, I'm like, oh, jeez, he's playing. I completely forgot about him. Haven't seen him. Anyways, lads, I'm going to go take a whiz, and we'll do a footy grid. We'll quickly see what the AFL grid is. It's a West Coast of Richmond theme one, so we'll do that after I take a whiz. But been a good half of footy from us. Let's hope we can continue our stamp our authority. But yeah, I'll be back in a second. Oh, Mike, lads, sorry about the wanks. Just saw still a bit of left of Turkish bread in the pantry and all. I just couldn't resist. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice, the Turkish food. Yeah, no, close to another century. Like 68 points in the first half. Very good dark horse. That's Tommy goes and Malcolm Must. Yeah, no, it's good to see. Well, at least without McCartan, 𝐼𝐴 I think's having a good half, and Will Edwards has shown some good defensive acts, similar to last week too, and his debut against the Dogs. I'll freaking slide on. Seems like a Jamison refreshments half time. Oh yeah, don't worry, I'll get up the was it that big like panel board thing they've got? Jeez, I saw it on Twitter. Somebody reposted it from Reddit, and it's literally like the first crack segment. Bloody Jamison-based segment, like, you can't be serious. They're doing that. Fucking hell. On a footy analysis show. Fuck me dead. It's either gambling or alcohol. It's one or the other. I swear to God. Right. Well, I'll do this footy grid to pass the time. So it's a West Coast and Richmond theme one. This is best and fairest. So Liam Baker's the recent one. Richmond, I don't think like 𝐴𝐴 is one of best and fairest or anything. I think 𝐼𝐴 will be pretty popular because he's sort of that obscure one that probably people will get. And the best and fairest 180 centimetres or shorter. We could go Gulden. He'd be a pretty decent one. Maybe like a Boomer Harvey or something. West Coast best and fairest. Maybe McGovern. That's not bad. I'll take that. Could have been some higher ones. And then Richmond best and fairest, yeah, like 𝐼𝐴. Probably, yeah, 𝐴𝐤𝐿 would easily be one. Taranto would be some recent ones. Obviously Dusty too. Bounces a bit more for the kids and all that. I don't know. Gazy still gives me a laugh here and there. I don't know why, but he's just so goofy. But yeah, front bar's really good. Like they also get some really good guests on and stuff, and even though they're like not past from my time, these players, it's still interesting to hear the stories and all that. Yeah, it's good stuff. Like Sam. The beauty about the front bar, there's used to be a song called Matt Richardson. Yeah, no, he's a good one, I think. 4%. That's not awful. I think like 𝐼𝐴 would probably be higher, so that's a good guess. But yeah, with the front bars, so they've got Sam Pang, and then I don't know his last name, but this guy called Santo usually hosts it sometimes. He's like that Italian guy. And then I forgot his last name's like 𝐷𝐴𝐿 or something, the comedian. So him, Sam Pang, and Santo used to do this soccer show called Sam, Santo, and Ed. Used to be on like a decade ago, and that was the best show ever. So good. And they sort of brought it back for like the World Cups and stuff, but that's sort of why I like the front bar, because I've got a few of those like people on now on the front bar. Like obviously Sam Pang's on there usually, but all right, best and fairest 180 centimetres or shorter. Could go Errol Gulden. That's one that's just instantly come to mind, but it feels a bit too recent. You want to try and go with an obscure one in a way. Maybe like Peter Bell. 3%, yeah. Maybe a bit too small. West Coast Liam Baker teammate. A lot of options we can go with here. We'll go with Tom Gross. Yeah, no, because it has to be West Coast, so we'll just go Gross. West Coast 5+ finals wins. 5+ finals wins. That's quite a bit. Maybe someone from the 2000s. Drew Banfield. 1%, that's a good guess. Richmond 5+ finals wins. Who are we going to go with here? Well, quite a bit probably from those years in the late 2010s. Shane Edwards, 2%. Want to try and get a unique here, but it's a bit of a tricky one. I feel maybe 180 centimetres or short of 5+ finals wins could do it. We'll just go Richmond, 𝐼𝐴𝐴 teammate. All right, well, not long here until the second half. Oh, geez, it's actually almost going to start. All right, quick fire. Richmond, 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐴 teammate. We'll go with Noel Cumstain. 180 centimetres or short of 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐴 teammate. Egley Smith, was he short? Yes, he was. What a guess. 180 centimetres or short, 5+ finals wins. We'll go small forward. Adam Schneider. Bang, thank you very much. Could have been unique. All right. There we go. See, when the pressure's on, not bad at all. Kevin Bartlett. Yeah, no, 𝐴𝐿 𝐎𝐿 would have been a pretty high one for that Richmond best and fairest. Oh, I haven't even had my toast yet. Christ, peanut butter. All right, well, good second turn from us. Let's see how we go this third quarter. Yeah, the Melbourne respond. Underway in the third quarter. Grundy toe poke forward. Gives the hands. Oh, bang. Here we go. Oh, Chad, what's he done? He smiles after it. Well, absolutely beautiful stuff out of the middle there. Hit out. Handball, we're out. Jordan to Warner. Jeez, 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐴's starting on the bench. 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐴, good tap. Papley, bit of a fumble. Gives the hands. Row bottom. Can't find the angle for the kick. Not a great hand pass for 𝐴𝐴𝐴. Goes in head under to 𝐓𝐡𝐞. Back here to row bottom. Measures a kick. Right to Jath. Jeez, his disposal's been a bit off today, Rowie at times. And Jath laterals the ball across to Jake Lever. Now Gawn in the back pocket. He's got plenty of space to play on, but doesn't want to do so. Now he does, and we're forced to go, and that's a risky kick. No, 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐴 couldn't get there in time. Now they work the hands here, Melbourne. Howes. Over the top. Oh, Windsor's had a bit of a fumble. Now goes inboard. Back here to Petty. Good closing of the space here from us. 𝐴𝐴𝐴 keeps it in. How about that from Isaac? Works it to Sarong. Ah, damn. Oh, wait, no. What happened? Oh, sorry. I thought it was going to be thrown, but it was advantage. Okay, ball's still live here. McInerney to Jordan. Back now to Melican. Lowers the kick. 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐴. Jeez, he's been threatening on the lead today, Joel. So I thought that ball went out from 𝐴𝐴𝐴 because they blew the whistle. I'm like, oh, geez, they're going to call it back. But it looks like it was a late hit on 𝐴𝐴𝐴. And, yeah, it was advantage paid. But how about that from Isaac? Good balance. Hard to tackle. And Joel Marty. Probably dual miss. There we go. But he's having a good game, Joel. Getting some really good... He's getting some really good delivery to him, to be fair. But yeah, he's had some nice leads. Petty now down the line. Some of the kick-ins Melbourne haven't been great, so they need to try and cash in with a good one here. Chandler. Just a bit of a nothing hand pass. Turnover. Good pressure again. Papley. Short kick for Joel. Nice gather. Gives it hands. McInerney. And he's back on the scoreboard after 0 goals last week. Yeah, I mean, I literally just said their kick-ins have not been great, Melbourne. Just a lot of these long down the lines and just... They haven't really looked advantageous. Like, where's their service in the air? I mean, Blakey was all over that and... Yeah, good pressure there. Forcing a bit of a nothing hand pass really from Chandler up in the air, lollipop style. Gives it right to 𝐴𝐴𝐴 and bang off the turnover. We do well there and good running there from McInerney. The spread. And 𝐬𝐿𝐴𝐴 slots it home. really now starting to punish this Demon side. First and a third. How about those clean hands from 𝐼𝐗𝐤? Rowbottom now out of the middle. Inside 50. 𝐼𝐻𝐿 rows it nicely short and good running. Off balance there with that kick. The 450 stoppage. But no, it's continuing early on this third quarter. The evening up in the centre bounces were probably beaten a bit too easily in that area in the first quarter. And how about that? And he really clean hands. He's lifting. Grundy in front position. Goes past both rucks. And 𝐼𝐻𝐿's going to get a holding free here. Robert's got to go. He's in a good spot. Yeah, nicely done. I mean, it's a back kick again. I mean, Melbourne aren't really giving themselves the best up looks because they're just some of their disposal's been quite bad. 𝐵𝐴𝐿 now. Go on, oh dear. Bit of a fumble. 𝐼𝐻𝐿. Oh dear. Yet to get his first snag, minus score. Sorry, I'm almost finished off this toast, lads. Well, we're locking in well the forward half here so far. This first quarter, pressure's been good. And it's just a long down the line, so can it work here for Melbourne? Well, we've got the numbers again. Grundy hits it down, but it's fortuitously fallen to Laurie. Oh, geez, out the back here. Christ, Heath's got a bit of space. Well done, Edwards. But they've got some numbers here, Melbourne. Van Rooyen, Wicks, 𝐻𝐤𝐤. Everywhere at the minute, Isaac. Melican takes on the tackle. Maybe a bit of a trip. Oh, geez, missed the hand pass. Did the Tony Jones. Now Sparrow back the other way for a response for Melbourne. Misses. Well, geez, bit of a let off there. So, yeah, down the middle. I mean, it's sort of a, well, it's a 50-50 really. It was good crumbing there from Laurie. And, well, Edwards did well, but then really should have mopped it up a bit better. But it's a bit of a let off for us. Sarong, his kicking's been a bit off today. That's a bad turnover. Gone now. Back the other way. And that's a nice kick to find 𝐼𝐻𝐿. So he's in the angle really where 𝐵𝐴𝐿 and Marty was nailing their shots. So yeah, probably will go a drop pump here. Definitely capable of a snag here. Bailey 𝐼𝐻𝐿, capable of some good set shots, but that will feign to the right. So it's been, yeah, quite a while since Melbourne's last goal. We're entering 20 minutes of game time since they've had a snag. Blakey from the kick-in now. Head down to the wing to an outnumbered contest, so not ideal for 𝐻𝐤𝐤, but we'll take that. Stoppage on the wing. Gone now. Hit out right to Rowbottom. Tackle well from 𝐼𝐻𝐿. Gone now works the hands to Sparrow and he torps it back the other way. Got the numbers here. Well done from Edwards. Gets the ball in. Repeat effort. It's okay, but they still get the hands here, Melbourne. Rowbottom. Nice pressure. Well done, Rowie. That's a good win. And he gets into the ground ball too. That's a great win from Rowbottom. And now 𝐻𝐤𝐤 back over the top. The tap from Lloyd. Somewhat clever. And Blakey. Oh, crashing through. Look at him go, the lizard. Gives it now to Jake Lloyd. Corridors on here. 𝐻𝐤𝐤. Need a handball receive here, I reckon. Nope, 50. He's not happy, Isaac. He really wanted that. Lowers the eyes. 𝐻𝐿, well defended there from Turney. He's having a good game. Back the other way. Yeah, no, I don't think the 50 was there. Sparrow now takes 2 bounces. So Melbourne back the other way here. Can they make us pay off the counter? Inside 50, high ball. Grundy almost to mark. Got to be careful at ground level. Geez, we mopped up that well. Look how many small forwards for Melbourne got out there goal side. Sarong now. Wanting to find a switch. Goes to Rampy. Now to Mills. Geez, yeah, so this is, there it is. Like, we will take on that hand pass even though it looks a bit iffy because we do it quick, but there you go, turnover. So it hasn't worked there, but good tackle from Jordan. But, geez, like, some of these hand passes we take on, like, we do the... It's like in soccer where you do the 1-2, like the quick hand pass back. It just feels so risky. 𝐓𝐴𝐷𝐿𝐼. Oh, how about that for a hand pass? 𝐬𝐿𝐼 over the top. Good sweeping hand pass now to 𝐼𝐗ₐ. Just gets the hand pass away. Now Lloyd. We'll just blast away a bit. Logan's in a good spot here. Oh, Papley tried to go with the soccer. Good thing he didn't kick. Oh, what? He didn't even bloody touch him. Oh, let's see. Oh, no, he did. He clipped his head. Okay. I was going to say, he didn't. I thought he didn't touch him there, but... A bit wasteful there from Lloyd. I thought he had a bit of time and space. Out of the 50 now, Sarong holds his ground really nicely there against Langford, who is a good player overhead, and it's going to be ball in here, centre wing. Just got a little bit left on this toast. 𝐼𝐗ₐ kicks it out in the air, and that has worked beautifully to Lloyd. He's fumbled though. Uncharacteristic. Papley, good rove. Good hands. Rowbottom can have a shot, but he's going to centre it here for Logan. Yeah, well defended from Petty. Oh, dangerous one here. Oh, he's left it behind Turner. 𝐼𝐗ₐ now will pick it up and snag it through. He's got his first. He's had a bit of a dirty old afternoon, Charlie, but he's on the board. A bit of panic there at ground level from their cage. Petty defended that pretty well, but... Yeah, I mean, a bit of fundamental issues there from Turner, where he's simply just run over on the ball. Yeah, I mean, it was a bit of a hard one for Logan to get. Nice little shepherd from Roses, though. That's good. 𝐼𝐗ₐ will gladly take that. Really putting the hammer down since quarter time. It's now blown out to 34 points. It's quite a bit of a margin now. Ball back in the middle here. Rowbottom. He's having a good third term so far, Rowie. We work the hands again. How about this? Out the middle, 𝐼𝐗ₐ. Great chase from 𝐼𝐶𝐬. Wow, how about that? Pushing the back. Yeah, to be fair, that was there. You know, deep in my mind when I was reacting to that, I was like, is that a tackle? Yeah, like, that's not a tackle. I think that's a clear as day free. Oh, and 𝐿𝐴𝐷𝐼 gives it to me. He's a fiery play too, 𝐿𝐴𝐷𝐼. Gives it to 𝐵LAKEY. And again, the goal kicking's just no good from the Lizard. But, I mean, what a chase down effort from 𝐼𝐴𝐷𝐼. You had to applaud it, and fair enough if that was going to be, well, I don't know. I thought that was a clear as day in the back. Like, that was not a tackle. If he wraps him around, then, yeah, that's holding the ball. But, yeah, it was definitely there. Gawn doesn't look good. Wow. He looks a bit dejected. I think he might... I'm sure he'll be okay, but, geez, that's going to be a big loss if he's out of this game. Although he hasn't been the most influential, a lot of time forward. Geez, he can have some massive final terms. We'll see what happens. Down the line now, Van Rooyen competes. 𝐿𝐴𝐷𝐼, good hands, but the Pickets can apply their heat on this. Edwards, a good ground ball get. Bouncing hand pass. Work it out the front. Sarong, can he get the ground ball? He can. 𝐼𝐴𝐷𝐼 buzzing around, and he gets a good ground ball get. And look at that. Just carves his way through. But kicking's been a little bit hit and miss. That should have been intercepted, but Jefferson now at the back. That's a high ball inside 50. He's got to go here, Muddy. He's lost his bearings, and 𝐼𝐻 drops the mark. Rowe from Sharp gives the hands. Laurie with the check side. He does. Well, they're doing that, Melbourne. Well, I'll tell you what, that probably started with 𝐼𝐴𝐷𝐼 Pickett. How about that for a grand ball get when the ball was in dispute? Just carves his way through. I mean, it probably should have been intercepted there from Edwards. He's done that so far in his first two games. He's had a few good... You know, he's getting his hands on it, but he'll just drop a mark he should probably take. Yeah, I mean, that really should be an intercept mark every other week. Don't want to... You know, you give him a mulligan because he's a young player, but... And yeah, Fritsch really should have marked that too. Good check side from Laurie. Well, they need that Melbourne. Margin now back to 29 points, if my math's correct. Yes, it is. Well, that's their first goal in quite a while. And 666 warnings, so... And there's a warning all sewn up. Ball back in the middle. Oh, there it is. Like the first term. Bang. 𝐴𝐿𝐴 𝐼𝐵. Oh, he's missed. How about that? That forward hit out from Max Heath's a beauty for 𝐼𝐵. That's obviously a set play. Look at that. And what's Blakey doing in the centre bounce? Christ, flat-footed. Out of the 50. Good body work from Logan. That's not play on. He's bloody... He hasn't even fucking played on. He's just done a... He hasn't really gone off his mark anyways. Now back inside 50. 𝐼𝐵 on a good spot. Can't take it. D's under the pump here. They defend with it okay. Chandler's kick's not great though. This one will be a last disposal free. So Blakey's ball. What can he manufacture? His kicking's been, well, apart from goal, his kicking in general has been pretty good. Inside 50 now, that's not a great kick. A bit over his head, Heaney. And now Lever. Back here for Turner. And now the D's can shift it wide here. It's a good looking kick to find Langford. So could this be a bit of a turning point in the game, Melbourne? Maybe to gain some ascendancy. Ball in the back half here. They can look to rebound through 𝐵𝐿𝐴. Although that's going to be out in the full. So Jordan now on the wing. We'll go on board here to 𝐓𝐿𝐴. Just some nice things in quarter two. Gives the hands now to 𝐵𝐼𝐵. And he's sort of sold himself into trouble. But he gives it back here to 𝐓𝐿𝐴. Drops the kick short. That's a good hold from 𝐞𝐬. Just going to try and lower her eyes to Heaney. Can't quite take it. A few players drop the pill. McDonald, a good tackle. Roses trying to find some space. Gives the hands. It's deflected. 𝐼𝐵 on the end of it. Soccers it. Can't quite get it. It's out in the full. Like some execution there. Jeez, Heaney got up there. Christ. Leaving out of the 50. Got some numbers here around. A good sport from Rampy. Having a good game. Langdon has some time to mop up. Goes back in here to Lever. So now they work it long down the line here. Good second effort there from Edwards. Blakey. 𝐴𝐿𝐴 taps it back the other way. Got to be careful here. 𝐵𝐼𝐵. That's a clever little soccer here to Rampy, but he's under the pump here, but he's got some time. Works the hands now to McDonald. He's got to watch out, Logs. But hits a nice kick here with Chad. And he's away here, 𝐞𝐬. He's an option for a handball receive, but Chad wants to go himself. Bit too cute the kick, but it works okay to 𝐓𝐿𝐴. That's a nice gather cross. He's slow, but he does well. Gets the hands to Lloyd. And he'll slide through. Well done. Well worked. Deserves a cucumber. Just got one left here, so. Well, that's typical Chad Warner, I tell you. They can be too cute with his disposal, but it worked well there. 𝐓𝐿𝐴 did well to get that gather. Lodge got second. Yeah, good movement there from the back half. Again, like there's definitely risks to it. We really take it on, but geez, but the execution for the most part's been really good today. So Gawn's back out in the field, up at full forward. Melbourne went out of the middle. 𝐵𝐼𝐵 couldn't quite take that one. The tup's clever. Rampy. Mills. Works at a Rowbottom. He's really lifted this third quarter. He hunts well. Big win from Rowbottom. Umpire's ball. Might be a free here. Yep, free to Grundy. Really could have gone either way, because you could sort of say, well, it could be feet free because he wasn't able to get to the ball. Shift the hands now, sort of selling ourselves into a bit of trouble, but now Rampy goes across here to Edwards. And he quickly plays on. Oh, look at that. Bursts away from Gawn. Better kick. Well, somewhat. It works at the Roberts, but well defended from Cross, who's been on the wing today. Not been too bad at times. Yeah, he's had a bit of a quiet game. He's shown some moments, so Anthony. I think disposal-wise, he had a really good start to the year. He's averaging pretty well, but yeah, he's had some sort of quietish performances, nothing crazy. Pick it now out of the middle. That's clever. Works it to... Oh, here we go. The Cousins combine. Now shifts it over the top here to Jefferson, so he now just has to blast it inside 50. Bit of a nothing kick. Works for Gawn, though, and he takes the mark. Well, this could go absolutely anywhere. Maxi Gawn set shots. They're quite hit and miss, so let's see if we can slot this. Well, it's nice to work there from the stoppage from the Ds. I mean, it's guess who? It's 𝐼𝐴 and it's Latrell. And, yeah, man, that's just an absolute mare of a kick. Pretty fortuitously, that fell nicely to Gawn. I think that kick was meant to go to Fritsch. Well, here we go. Just the 8 touches for Gawn, 9 hit-outs, a lot of time forward. Well, this will be a team lifter if he can slot this. He's trying to find something short. Oh, dear. This could go anywhere. But he's got it. Well, fair play. Well, wasn't wrong. Really could have gone anywhere, but he slots it through the middle, so Demons get one back. So margin back to 28 points. 6:54 till three-quarter time. I tell you, I owned this guy in Supercoach last year, and I mean every set shot was an absolute mare from him. So I don't own him this year, but yeah, I got to see him actually kick straight. He's a hell of a player. Umpire's ball. All right, so let's see if we can get one back here. Yeah, it feels like the directly in front ones, he can make a mare of it, but like the ones from the boundary, he can kick some beauties. Whack forward now. Roses high ball up. Anybody's pill. Amani competes well. Petty. Here's the hands. Toll strip clears. Touch ball. Jefferson. 𝐼𝐴 there he is again. Starting to now get his grip on the contest here. Crossed a good kick. Good pressure there from Rampy. Makes him earn it. Makes him earn it indeed. Sharp, good first quarter. What can he find inside 50? Low flat kick, 2 gone. Well defended from Roberts. Got in the hole, but guess who? It's Latrell Pickett. Probably should be pinned there. Didn't have Pryor. Well done. That's some good intent there from 𝐓𝐡𝐞 and Roberts. And oh, there we go. 𝐓𝐶's mongrels kicks. Roses. Geez, some good body work there. The tap back's clever. The soccer, not bad. Chad. Oh, bang. How about that on 𝐼𝐴? Kicks a terrible one, though. It's a turnover. Langdon. Oh, yeah, that's a good physical contest. Chad versus 𝐼𝐴 Pickett. Grundy in a good spot, but so is Gawn. Couldn't take it. Dropped his lollies. Yeah, no, that is true, to be fair, Jimmy. Oh, yeah, that was a few years ago, that one, the one against the Bombers. Sparrow, snapping shot, goal. Bang, just like that. Bloody hell, I didn't even see what happened. It was got the head out gather, and yeah, geez, he's been in good form this year. So 2 in a row to Melbourne. Well, yeah, they need that. So margins now a tick under 4 goals, basically the same. Well, I think it is the exact same as half time. So 3 in the last 10 minutes for Melbourne. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, it's just a good hit out again from 𝐴𝐴. He's done some beauties, and Sparrow's having some sort of a year too. Been in good recent form as well. Well, I think it was actually Grundy that got the hit out, but Sparrow read it really well. Carved his way through and snapped it nicely. Well, it's similar to the VFL game, really. We got the early jump on them, and then they just weren't going away, and then they actually almost, well, I wouldn't say they almost won the game, but they got within about 20 points, and then we held them at bay. But sort of a similar scene to the VFL game earlier today. Grundy now, bit of a fumble. Chad bursts his way through. Hand pass over the top for 𝐓𝐿𝐷. He's running through. He's getting held, umpire. Christ. He does well to offload. 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐪. Jeez, there's about 5 Demons players just trailing him there, waiting to tackle. Jaff. Ball still alive here. Langford. Good smother from Lloyd. 𝐓𝐿𝐷 hunts. 𝐵𝐵𝐿. Snapping shot. It's going to fall short. Minus score. 23 points, 4:54 to play. Well, we don't want to undo our work here. It's been really good this third quarter. Turner now. Van Rooyen competes well, couldn't take it. Good tackle from Lloyd. Dross Mr. Burns, a good tackle there. Yeah, no, he's a workhorse. Tom Sparrow, I mean, his kicking can be shocking, but no, this year he's been really impactful for goal, and he's having a season, sorry. 𝗵𝐿𝐿 a bit too cute. A good tackle from Wicks, holding the ball. Right, finally, McInerney on the end of it. Missed. I mean, you got to take advantage there. Anyway, we're pretty much out the front. Jeez. Had to cash in there. Good pressure, though. Now down the line again here for the D's. Now they've got Gawn in this one. Let's see what it can do. Can't take it. Van Rooyen at the back here. Jordan following him. And it will be paddled forward only as far as Mills, and Sarong will get the kick out to the wing to find 𝐵𝐿𝐿. And now here to Matty Roberts. Having a decent game. McInerney now. Can't get in the end of it. The balance was pretty poor there from Juz. Turnover here. Now Langdon down the line. Do they have something in the air here? We've defended these error balls quite well, and here we go. Great stuff there from Rampy. The kick's not great there for Chad. Ball to be won, though. We've got some numbers chasing this one. Chad, some good pressure. And Marty, ball just doesn't favour him. The bounce to the pill. Well done, Chad. How about this pressure? Gives the hands of Marty. The ball's like a bar of soap of Marty. Maybe a bit of a hold there for Juz. Nothing given. Oh, what an effort from Rampy. Surely that's a hold. Nothing given. 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐪 breaks the tackle. And now goes whack. And a beautiful looking kick to 𝐓𝐿𝐷. Geez, that's some sort of passage of play. I think Melbourne did pretty well to hold up there. The pressure was great from us. But I felt like the damn wall was going to burst eventually with winning the ball back. And Rampy, he's having an outstanding game, Rampy. I'm really loving his efforts this afternoon. And I mean, that's just simply some class from 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐪 there. How about that vision? Well, 𝐵𝐿𝐿𝐷, let's see if we can hit the scoreboard. He has been a bit more of a scoring midfielder this season. But, well, set shots. Let's see. It can be really anywhere for him. It's the posts. Damn, that would have been... yeah, I felt that one probably would have been justified if we slotted it. But, unrewarded efforts here. Third term, 3 goals 3 for the D's. 3 goals 6 for Sydney. 2:23 till three-quarter time. Sparrow down the line. Melican in a good spot. Can't quite take it. Mills. 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐪. Bursts his way through. Now 𝐵𝐿𝐿. Flicks the hands. Only his foul. Yep, a bit of a hospital hand pass there for Jordan. Umpire's ball. 2 minutes till three-quarter time. Margin's 25 points. Jordan, well tackled there from Steele. Now, the D's can go here. The 1-2 with 𝐼𝐿𝐷. Uncharacteristic fumble from him. We try and shepherd him. Doesn't work. Chad has really lifted his pressure this third quarter, Chad. And, oh, they work the hands nice there. Look at this from Latrell. Weaves his way through, but he misses. Oh, geez. Well, both sides here having some costly chances missed in front of goal. Mills now out of the 50. Too much hang time on the kick. So cross ball as well. But well done from 𝐓𝐡𝐞 backing up. And we'll just soccer it forward here. So a bit of a rushed turnover there. Jordan, great tackle. Great tackle. Fucking hell, nose is itchy. Look at that from Latrell. That's just clever. He should have scored that. Grundy. Not a great hand pass. Row bottom. Umpire's ball. Yeah, it feels like really both sides have upped the pressure. Like, you know, Demons are really selling us into trouble with our disposal. But, yeah, I think at the minute just there's tackles galore and stoppages galore. Last few minutes has really ramped up, I think, the intensity from both sides. Not really getting any easy possession at the minute. Possible. Yeah, no, I mean, obviously the sub in the grand final. Yeah, it's been a nice pickup for us. Yeah, really playing a role nicely. But he'll still have games where, like, he just coasts. Like, he's a bit of a non-sighting. He's had a few of those games so far this year, but he's back into a bit of tagging form. And, yeah, he's definitely had a bit of an influence this game on 𝐼𝐴 at times. Grundy with the hit out. Nice roving here from 𝐼𝐞𝐞. And he gets a bit of space. Works it back now to Jordan. Across to 𝐼𝐴. 50 seconds to go. As we work it forward. That's a beautiful kick. How about this? He's found a bit of space. Roberts can goal here, I reckon. He will. He'll back himself. Unlucky. I mean, it's a low percentage shot, but fair enough he wants to have a crack. He kicked a beauty against the Blues from that range. Minor score it is, though, so the points are starting to add up here. Lever now long down the line. Plenty of these kick-ins I've had today, the Ds. 𝐵LAKE reads it well. Fumble, though. Tackle's good. Umpire's ball. Grundy, a nice little kick into space. Row bottom. Jeez, he's been massive this third quarter. McInerney, lazy approach to the handball receive. Jeez, he still has a lackadaisical approach sometimes, Juz. To be fair, it wasn't a great hand pass to him, but it's got to be on his toes more there. Howes over the top. Steele. Good kick. All right, 5 seconds. Do they have time here, the Ds? Kick inside 50. Time run out. Well, interesting third quarter. Both sides had the same amount of goals. And, well, we win the quarter, so there's that. But it felt like, yeah, both sides had their share of momentum. But I still feel we're in most control of this game, really. Melbourne have obviously had a few responses here or there. But, geez, I tell you, we've had quite a bit of unrewarded efforts this quarter. Like, a lot of well-worked opportunities and great tackles that haven't been holding the ball, but that maybe could have been holding the ball. And putting our head over it, I think the pressure intensity really lifted for both sides that third term. But, yeah, geez, not finishing our chances too well. We could be up by more, but, yeah, I mean, around 4 goals feels fair enough, to be honest. But, yeah, 10 goals late, 13 goals 15. So, what's that, 28 to 18 scoring shots. So, plus 10 scoring shots, and it's 25 points of margin. Could be up by more, but I suppose be careful what you wish for at the same time. Have a look at the stats for three-quarter time. Yeah, I still think the game's in our favour a bit, and look, I'm hoping we don't undo all of our good work. I think the unrewarded efforts will sort of motivate us at the same time. We're doing a lot right. But yeah, stats for three-quarter time. 52 to 13 inside 50, so getting plenty of looks. But yeah, a bit wasteful on the scoreboard. Winning the clearances by 4. Contested footy. D's have been winning it all day. But only marginally. And yeah, 14 to 6 marks inside 50 been pretty good from us too. But I think really since quarter time, we've really shut out their rebound game for the most part pretty well. They haven't been able to get much flow in their game, and you know, a few of their goals have just come from hack kicks forward and a few contest wins in forward 50s, sort of against the grain sort of stuff. So there hasn't really been much consistency in the game. I think the game's still pretty much on our terms, but it's 25 points, it's only 4 goals. Like they could kick a few in a row, and all of a sudden it's game on. So we've been in these situations a couple of times this year. Teams have challenged us, and that's sort of been at that position where the game could be on, but we need to kick away here and really put the foot down, as we've done really well this game, so we don't want to undo our effort. But yeah, I want to say Heaney had a massive third quarter. 12 disposals at 100% disposal efficiency, and it wasn't just cheap kicks around the ground. No, these were influential kicks like that beauty to 𝐓𝐴𝐥𝐿. So yeah, he's having a monstrous game. 27 touches. He had to kick a goal though, so I think he could be deserving of one. But yeah, a lot of our stuff in our favour. So yeah, I think we're still in a good spot here. Really just got to put the foot down. Charlie's perfect decoy for Joel. Yeah, I mean, the thing with 𝐴𝐿𝐿 as well is he's had a lot of good looks in the air. He had that one earlier in the quarter where he just sort of clunked it. He had his name written all over it, and he just couldn't take it. And he's had a few of those this season where he gets like probably about 60 or about around 70% of the full mark, but then he just drops at the end or gets real good looks with his mitts on it, but he'll just drop at the last split second. So, but yeah, we're doing it all right. I think you know, we could be up by more. We failed to capitalise on a few chances, but we're in a good spot here. But it's sort of a spot where it really could, the game could flip on its head. So hopefully we don't fade away here. And of course, the expansion cups at 7:20 tonight, which again, like, I don't know why we've got such a late Sunday game. Whatever. Here's what it is, I suppose. Yeah, that's unbelievable. I mean, 13 touches, 100% efficiency. Christ. Yeah, I mean, some of his stuff in top was excellent too. I mean, how about that? How many Supercoach points do you reckon that is? The break, the tackle, the hit up 𝐓𝐿𝐿. So it's about what I expect to be. So, dudes, yeah, I'll see what happens, mate. Like, you know, I'm always pessimistic at times, so we could choke or whatever. I don't know, but it feels like our game's still in good stead. This feels very similar to like the Suns game, where they're sort of at that hovering 3 to 4 goal margin. They're theoretically in the game, but it didn't feel like they were. Like, we were in really good control, and I still feel like we are in this game. But it's a new quarter. Let's see what happens. So you think about being flawless, still good, bit chuffed. Yeah, like, we haven't been absolutely perfect, but I mean, yeah, when the whips are cracking, we've been really capitalising well. So, well, apart from the third quarter, but we have been flexing our muscles. Let's see what happens. They're showing 𝐴𝐿𝐿 𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐿 on the screen in the minute. Yeah, he's having a nifty little game. Probably a little bit more quieter in the third quarter. He had obviously that really good look in front of goal, running out of the centre bounce from that beautiful tap from Heath, but wasn't able to capitalise. So, we'll see what happens. Obviously, a result we obviously want to try and pick up, so we retain our spot on top of the table. And that graphic up at the bottom right's actually correct. I don't know, I had an absolute mare. I was doing it, and I was just like, okay, well, top of the table, but I completely forgot about the results from the round. Anyway, we're back on the way for the final term. Ball back in the middle here. It's Sydney by 25, as the D's will get the first centre clearance. 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐿. That's not going to be a mark from Jefferson. Hit the deck. 𝐵lanky, bit of a fumble. Ball to be one here, Mills. Hard hand pass. And there is 𝐼𝐴𝐺𝐝. Guess who? Bang. There it is. Well, he's got his first. It was due one. Oh, jeez, he's good, isn't he? Yeah, we've got Malcolm Roses. There's my 𝐴𝐵𝐿. There's my 𝐴𝐵𝐿. Ah, look, it was due a goal, so fair enough. Well, he wins the centre clearance and he gets a goal up forward. I mean, the work rate on this guy has been fantastic this year. Yeah, you can't give him any sort of space with the handball receives. Disposal was a bit ordinary from us there. Yeah, a good finish too. All right, well, back to 19 points, so game on. Got to keep our heads afloat here and not get losing around the ball here, as we've been pretty good since quarter time in that area. Now 𝐵𝐼𝐴𝐺𝐻 just jags a bit of a nothing kick towards the wing, so to a 50-50 really. Sarong. 𝐷𝐶𝐞 from cross is having a decent afternoon on the wing. Sarong's been a little bit hit and miss with his disposal at times, I feel. Ball back in the middle. Grundy gets the hit out, slapped off a few bodies, and ball in again here on the centre wing. Just cause he really wear really baggy shorts. Imagine he was aerodynamic. Yeah, to be fair, when you look at his shorts, they're not as tight as others. They definitely look loose. That's a good observation from you, Anthony. Heaney now out the front. Inside 50. McDonald not in a good spot here. Somehow almost falls in his grasp. Pressure from Papley's okay. The slap back. Who's it to? Chad Warner. Jesus, kicking has just been... Oh my God, that is terrible from Lever. Christ. I thought that was going to fly out in the full. It's the typical Chad Warner game, really. It makes you pull your hair out at the same at times. Like, what on earth is he thinking? But, you know, those impactful plays, they'll be too cute at times. And I think a lot of his disposal hasn't quite come off today. But I'm really liking his hunt. Grundy, is that going to be a free? It is. Well, Grundy kicked a beauty of a set shot against the Dogs last week. Let's see how he goes here. It's against 𝐸𝐴𝐻𝐻. Yeah, the arm hold there. I think Grundy played a bit of it too. So, look, it's still early days, mate. You can really pick out flaws for any of these top sides. No side's perfect, but it's a fair enough observation, Smith. Anyway, Grundy, let's see if we can slot this. Brodie Grundy, as we get $15. Oh, thank you very much. Grundy goals, he's having a super game. And he's up and about. A deserving goal in game 250. Should have gotten the goal earlier in the game where he missed. Good response there. Yeah, no, thanks very much, Jimmy, for $15. No, you've been good company, man. Yeah, so, you know, everyone's welcome. It's not just a Sydney Nuff central stream or anything. Because he's a jet, great watch alongside first time show. No, appreciate it, mate. No, thanks for the kind words. Yeah, I've been a bit lazy on the neutral streams this year. I was so close from streaming the showdown, and I'm like, oh no, I've had a busy week. I just wouldn't mind having a cup of tea and watching a good game, sort of in solitude. But oh my God, what a game that was. I should have done it. But now I should start getting the neutral streams. Obviously, we're doing for the finals too. But nice to see Grundy on the board. But yeah, I suppose they've had some easy ones, Smithster, but they definitely look like a bit of a different side. They've had games and they've had periods where you'd think, oh, they'll drop this. Like, it felt like in yesteryears they would have lost the game against the Dogs. But they've really, I mean, similar to us in a way, that feels like they're really maturing as a side. You know, I've got Brayshaw and Sarong playing more selfless roles at times. Like, Brayshaw's done some really good things. He's not, you know, the outright ball winner necessarily anymore. Bolton and players have really been influential. Anyways, we've got a game on here. 𝐸𝐻𝐻 dispossessed, gets the kick away. That's clever. Jefferson flicks the hands over the top. Sharp. High centering ball. I got the numbers here, the D's. Edwards, front position. Van Rooyen works it. Good hands. Chandler, can he get a response? He can. Back to 19 points. So, goal for goal here. Absolute. Oh, no. Appreciate it, Jimmy, mate. And, yeah, no, you got to get around the nuffs, mate. And there's a good Swans knife by the name of Tommy Flanagan. He's a great man. And I don't know why. When you said the first thing that came to mind in terms of the word "nuff" is just him. He's a good guy. He does a bit of sports bet stuff as well. So, but anyways, yeah, the D's have been working the hands nice in the forward 50. They've gotten a few goals from it. We've sort of been sucked in around the ball, and we just haven't been numbering off. And Chandler just all on his own there. And it feels like we've sort of, when the ball's gone in our forward 50, like the D's, I think they've held up well defensively at times, but just a few of their goals, it feels a bit too easy. And 𝐼𝐴𝐥𝐿 now out of the middle again. Look at him paddle it to his advantage. Twisting, turning. Couldn't keep his feet, but the tap is nice to 𝐼𝐴𝐥𝐿. He works the hands. Back to 𝐼𝐴𝐥𝐿. Bit of a check side ball. Just bounces off a key forward. I couldn't quite tell who that was. Mills. Patted it down to Langford. A high snapping ball. It's going to be across the face. And it's a marker out in the full. Take your pick. Right, well, 19 points, lads. We've got a game on here. It's goal for goal so far this fourth quarter. And look at 𝐼𝐴𝐥𝐿 just buzzing around like a little bee. Bloody hell, he's good. Oh, 𝐻𝐡𝐞, what a mark. Christ, it's all happening. The stars are aligning. Oh, and there we go. We force the hand pass and cough it up. Lloyd. Good stuff there. Hunt from Heath, but Jordan read it nicely. Shifts the hands. Papley's out here in a bit of space. He can go over the top. Should find Logan. Well, there you go. There's the punishment game at its best. Yeah, like when a ruckman hits ground level like that, it's not looking great. A bit slow to react, and Jordan read it well. So let's see if we can make that error from 𝐸𝐴 here with McDonald's snap. Round the corner, and he's got his first quiet game this afternoon, and he's on the board. Well, it just feels like this margin is going to be either. It just feels like it's going to be around this. It doesn't really feel like we could. I mean, could we put the hammer down and kill them off here? But they're just going to keep on hanging around. They've won the last few centre bounces, so we want to try and win the next one here. But there it is. Just the forward hand passing again. It didn't quite work there for Lloyd, but we're so relentless with it. It feels like we really just improvise on the spot. But there it is. The bubble pressure from us is nice there. Force an error from Heath. And out the back there's Logan. And Papley's having another pretty decent afternoon. Not massive in terms of hitting the scoreboard, but he's really been highly involved in the front half. And there it is. 𝐻𝐡𝐞, handball receive, clearance. 𝐸𝐴𝐥𝐿, bit of a terrible kick. Oh, dumb kick, really. Picked off from 𝐻𝐿𝐥𝐿. To Gawn. Now to 𝐼𝐴𝐥𝐿. Another disposal. That's a good kick. He's found a bit of space here. It's sharp. And he'll play on now. He can go whack from outside 50 here again. But he's missed. Jeez, that would have been for his third. Well, as long as we win, I'm not complaining with 𝐼𝐴𝐥𝐿 because I got him in my Supercoach and fantasy team, so I'm not complaining too much. But it's sort of it's like the scene from the Incredibles where the young lads are doing that running race, and it's sort of like the dad's like, oh, make sure you win, but just come back a little. You don't want to be bloody blasting away. McDonald now, good effort. Who's at ground level here? Papley, clever. Roses, spin move for goal number 6. Malcolm Roses. Breakout performance. He's already had enough of them. Now, I forgot how to point to Melbourne. Well, there it is. The bounce from half back. And how about that taken on the corridor when it didn't look on too much. We still make it work. Good kick from Wicks. And yeah, 𝐸𝐴𝐥𝐿 presenting himself in the corridor. Doesn't get it. Charter really, the kick couldn't quite get to McDonald, but he hunts well. But that's what I mean, as I was saying with Melbourne's goal before. Like they've sort of been able to get a few too easy ones with working the hands, whilst we've had to work a bit harder at ground level. Like that's pretty tricky. Roses has to spin move, if they had to tackle and kick it, so well done. All right, well, geez, entertaining game of footy. We now 30 points up with 2 in a row. Slap forward from McInerney. Jordan, that should be a high, and it is. 6 goals for Malcolm Roses. Wow. Jordan now inside 50. Who can take a fly here? 𝐼𝐻𝐻𝐪, almost. McDonald out the back for another. It's turning into a bit of an avalanche here out the 6 goals. Now it's looking like we're starting to cash in. He's got 3. Forgot he had one earlier in the game, so that one he got before was his second, actually. Well, I think they've battled well, Melbourne's defence. Like, you know, in the air. I mean, obviously, we've had some great looks going at the front, hitting targets well inside 50. But sort of these scenarios, I think they've battled pretty well this afternoon. But, yeah, now it feels like the damn wall's starting to burst. Oh, geez, all of a sudden out the 36 points. Grundy now across the line. Yep. Gawn did the fakie. He did. It looked like he was going to contest, but yeah, he lets go of it. Still now, a bit of a quieter third quarter. See what he can do here. This kick cuts the angle with the inside 50. 𝐵𝐼𝐻𝐻 got to go. Good stiff arm. How about that from Edwards? Oh yeah. See, someone's disposal in live plays still needs some work, Edwards, but he's battling hard. Langford a big centering ball, but Grundy's in a good spot. Gives the hands now to Mills, now to 𝐓𝐻𝐻. Good Shepherd. Oh, geez, yep. There's one of 𝐓𝐻𝐻's blares, but luckily that one just falls short, so I won't be out in the full. How many centre backs and tendencies for Grundy? Can't remember. Let's actually have a look. Let me just load up the websites. I know you can get live CBAs. He's got 87%, yeah, no, so he's still getting quite a bit. Fritsch to Laurie, drops it short. Oh, it might tumble all the way, but it hits the post. On a score. 𝐵𝐼𝐻𝐻 now here to Callum Mills. Risky kick to 𝐼𝐻𝐻𝐾, just works. Down the line, Chad can go. No, he's get that right to go on. Going under the positioning. High ball up inside 50. 𝐓𝐿𝐷𝐻𝐻, could he fly? Edwards of the big spoil towards 𝐼𝐻𝐻𝐾. Works it to Lloyd on his non-preferred. Just has to shift a hand pass out into space. Bit of a nothing ball. 𝐵𝐼𝐻𝐻 trying to work his way through. That one's gone out. Well, that's deliberate. Oh, jeez. Could have been. I mean, he's just literally walked the ball out. I mean, I thought it was out initially, but. Well, 13 minutes here, still some time. Just got to keep him at bay here. We're in a good spot. Grundy and Gawn go at it. Gawn falls over. Grundy, steal. Good offloading hand pass to Gawn. Oh, sells the candy on Heaney. The hand pass wasn't great though. Lloyd now soccers it forward, and there we go. Papley, how about that? Good burst. Just gets the hands away to Chad. Good tackle from Windsor. Umpire's ball. Bowers will be decent booster already compared to backline. Not hungry at for today. Yeah, I think, you know, we've really put the hammer down with some of our class, really. On the ball, damn. Thought he got the hands away, but he didn't. But yeah, no, D's have definitely been gallant. I mean, there's still some time. We'll see what happens. But it's not over yet. Sharp now. Inside 50. Edwards, can he fly? Van Rooyen's been a bit quiet this afternoon. I think, yeah, Edwards has done a really good job on him. 𝐵𝐼𝐻𝐻, bit too cute. Mills misses the slap. Nah, D's work it well. And he's got it. Latrell Pickett. Yeah, a few fumbles, bumbles, stumbles from us there, and Pickett. Well, yeah, good first quarter. Latrell had. He's had a few sodas, but gets on the board again. Well, still plenty of time to go. Margin 29 points. Yeah, I mean, there's Bice for you. Like, he still does some really iffy things. I mean, he really just should be shifting the hands out wide there. It looked like a simple option, but he tries and takes it on when it doesn't really need to happen. And so I suppose it costs us a goal. But no, they work the hands out nicely there. Latrell gets out goal side on Lloyd. And yeah, no, he's had a good afternoon. Ball back in the middle. We've kicked 4 goals straight, at least in this full term, so we've been accurate. 𝐓𝐡𝐿 now. Where's the 𝐼𝐴 𝐴𝐥𝐝 gives it out here to Papley. On his left shoe towards the wing. It's a good kick for Logan. He'll play on now. Gives it now to Matty Roberts. Inside 50. It's a tricky one for 𝐼𝐴. Out the back. Oh, wow. He's got 7. 7 heaven for Malcolm Roses. Wow. Well, usually we're a team that has their forwards getting many licks of the ice cream with many contributive goal scorers, but geez, 7 goals for Roses. Unbelievable. Well, good stuff there from the centre bounce. Papley involved. Really liking his afternoon. And Roberts, I think he hits a pretty good spot. The kick, like that's a 𝐼𝐴 gets in a good spot, but yeah, Roses roves it nicely at the back. 7 goals. I remember it was against the Suns, I think, 2023. He kicks like 4 goals on us, and it's just like, geez, Malcolm Rose, he's having a good game against us, keeping the game alive, breakout performance, but he just lost his way in the team last year. Obviously, a bit of Holman and a few of those small forwards got ahead of him. Oh, geez, instant response potentially here. No, Sparrow loses his footing. Let's see this again. I don't think that was deliberate, really. It's sort of just a clash of bodies. Didn't really look like a deliberate trip. Edwards. Umpire's ball. But yeah, no, as I was saying, he had a really good performance against us a few years ago when he was a Sun, and yeah, he's just having a great season so far. He'll definitely have some quiet quarters here or there, but geez, he's put it all together today. 𝐴𝐥𝐝, he's not finished. Gawn snaps it forward. Rampier, nice. Shepherd, Mills, that should be ball. No, 𝐴𝐥𝐝. Well, goal back. Fair enough. Probably should have been ball there on Mills. Good stuff, 𝐴𝐿𝐥𝐝. Up in the fantasy and 𝐶𝐕coach score in the team. You'll love to see it. But, well, they're not going away, the D's. Back to 29. 11:03 to play. It's been a high-scoring afternoon of footy, so, when both sides kick 100, definitely the defence has some work to be done. Oh, 𝐴𝐿𝐥𝐝 goals. 11:03 to play. Grundy, lovely hit out. That should be holding. Nothing given. McInerney working his way through. Just gets the hands out. Jordan. Good win there from 𝐼𝐿𝐥𝐝. Back the other way, Melbourne go. Sarong against 𝐼𝐿𝐥𝐿. 𝐼𝐿𝐥𝐿 just loses balance too easily there. What's going on? Okay, it's a free. Yeah, no, it's a free to Sarong. I was going to say, 𝐼𝐿𝐥𝐿 went to ground too easily there. Yeah, geez, 𝐼𝐿𝐥𝐝, he fires up, doesn't he, eh? Bice now, right. Do we maybe try and slow the game down here? Back now to Sarong. Now to Edwards. Yeah, I feel today we've definitely missed 𝐼𝐿𝐴 too. I mean, he's been so influential for us for his, his aerial work, but also his composure. Ground level at times. Feels like we've missed him a bit this afternoon, but hey, no, Melican's had a pretty strong outing. So it was Steele and Papley going after it, Christ. Grundy gets front position. Papley roving well. Stripped of it. Grundy, good tackle. On buzzball. But yeah, as we take a look, Sheldrick's time on ground continues to be really low. Just the 47% for him. You know, you'd love to see him get more... Maybe legged? Nah, more tackled. But when he's been out on the ground, he's done some good things, 𝐓𝐿𝐴. 9:47 to play. He's going to have to run laps again, yeah, probably. Steele extracts it. Clear from 𝐼𝐿𝐴. Sarong in a good spot. Nice mark. Yeah, a bit of a quieter game from Sarong. I think his kicking's been a little bit hit and miss at times. He's still won some Dixon contests around the ground here or there this afternoon. Gone in the good spot. Can't take it. 𝐼𝐿𝐴 just sockers it forward. Anyone out here, goal side. Demons defence looks settled, but 𝐼𝐿𝐴's hand pass puts Lever under the pump. Puts him quite a bit under the pump. I didn't look like our pry though, Lever. Amani, what a pickup. Back to Roses. To 𝐼𝐿𝐴. He's hit the belly of the ball. Offline kick there. 8:57 to play here. Just need to get the air out of this game as 𝐼𝐿𝐴 gets another disposal in this fourth quarter. Holding there against, yep, Rampy, that's fair enough. Five goals, one plays 4 goals, 2 in this fourth quarter. So it's been goal for goal. 𝐼𝐿𝐴 strip now. It's not a good kick. Grundy. Another mark. What an afternoon he's had. And yeah, that was apparently, according to some sources, he was 50-50 for today. I don't know, I think a rest probably is inevitable for Grundy, but it sounds like we're really going to be tinkering with the 2-ruck setup. Oh, God, and that means Laddams will come to the team. Should be fun. Jeez, he's just such a strange player, Peter Laddams. But I think we've got to get this guy cherry ripe for the pointy end of the season if we keep up our form, because he's had a brilliant start to the year. Like, would he be the All-Australian rucker? I really think it's either going to be him or Jackson. Gordon's had his great games, but I think it's got to be him or Jackson. Like, they've been unreal this year. And, you know, Gordon's last 2 weeks, he's playing more forward, so he's not really been the influential piece as much. Where, you know, Grundy and Jackson have been unreal pretty much all year. Chad now breaks a tackle. He's had a few of those this afternoon. 7:48 to play. Ball in centre wing. Sydney by directly 5 goals. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, Henry lads. Sunday afternoon football. Next week, got the Kangas at Marvel. That's going to be a good test. They'll lick their wounds after a good first half against the Cats. And then the D's do have, I'm assuming that's going to be West Coast at home, because West Coast played at home this week. So in Melbourne. Van Roy now quickly plays on. Drops the kick short. Nope, well spoiled. Ball to be one here. Sheldrick, 𝐼𝐿𝐴 just... throw. It looked like a hand past it. Good stuff from Lloyd. That's brilliant. I'm going to record that. How good's that from Jake Lloyd? Sorry, I'll give the context in a sec. So 𝐼𝐿𝐴 gives away the free. Oh, that's brilliant. So Lloyd just like, shut up, just go back and defend, don't give away a 50. And they get a goal from it. Fucking sick. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, wow. Disco Turner goes from downtown. How about that? Fair play. Well, I did love that from Lloyd. That was brilliant. All right, well, they're not going away, the D's. It's 4 goals, 7 minutes to play. Let's see what happens. Just going to keep them at bay here. Well, I didn't see the replay. It sort of looked like 𝐼𝐿𝐴 threw it. It was sort of like that. one of those really fast motion. Geez, 3 interchange remaining. So 6:54 to play here. Windsor. Yeah, a bit unlucky there. I was definitely there. Now the D's can work the hands. Ooh, fumble from Chandler. Good tackle from Lloyd. Blakey slaps it back here to Roses. One of the best on ground this afternoon. Good kick to 𝐼𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐿. And we're out the front here. 𝐼𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐿 got a bit of space. Takes a bounce. Shifts. Oh, geez, made a mare of that. But he mops up with almost his own work. 𝐼𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐿 tries and hand passes it to himself. Now the D's can go back the other way. 𝐓𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐿 works it nicely sharp. He's met with Roberts. That's holding the ball. No. Jesus Christ. That's a bit stiff. 𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐿𝐿. Nope. Blakey gets on the end of it. There it is. Cue the Bronx cheers. Jesus Christ. This has been it's been a great game. Like, tempers are flaring, high scoring. It's been a spicy one. Wick's now inside 50, gone in a good spot. Gets the ball. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐿, bit fumbly there. Turner's had a good afternoon with a goal. Now Gawn can clear for Melbourne. He's made a mare of that. Roberts a good pickup. Back now to 𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐿 on his left shoe. Measures the kick. Really nice. That's good stuff from 𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐿. Lows it beautifully to Charlie Curnow. Yeah, exactly right. I don't know about Campbell. I think I don't really think there's much net game with Campbell coming back in. Like, he's best 23, but I think we're really doing well with Papley in form, and especially the arrival of Roses. So I suppose he adds to it, but the big ones are definitely T-Mac, Goulden and Cunningham. I mean, yeah, like Cunningham gets dropped, but I feel like it's a good dilemma with Cunningham because he should be best 23, and he probably should get ahead of a play like 𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐿, but you've got to give him another game, I feel. But it's good depth to have, like 𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐿, Cunningham waiting in the twos. Anyway, minus score there from Curnow. I've missed a few points here, and I've missed a goal. Christ, I'm off of the fairies here as the timekeeper. Good mark from Jefferson. Back now to Sparrow. So they're not going away here, the D's. Van Rooyen can't quite take it. Jeez, he's had so many almost moments, but he snaps around the corner, and now he goals. Okay, 4:50 to play. They're not going away here, Melbourne. Let me just recalibrate here. Another goal to the D's. Minus score for us. And then... All right, well, 4:47. 19 points. Just got to put the game to bed here. They're not going away. Goal from the back half. So that's... Yeah, no, we haven't really seen that much today, like the free-flowing ball movement from Melbourne. I think we've shut it down really well. And they work it well there. Just a long bomb down the line. A few plays, probably overcommit. I mean, it's just a good mark from Jefferson, so... Socket forward from Sparrow. 𝐼𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐿 needs to win this one. Tackled well. Umpire's ball. One interchange remaining. Got to use it wisely. Get Grundy back out on the field. He is. Sharp works it nicely. Snapping shot from Sparrow. How's the bounce? No good. Minus score. So possession back. And it takes some air out of the game here. Oh, it's just an awful kick from Mills. Just stays in. Ball in. Cunningham's never pulled a Brownlow vote. Campbell not that bad off the bench. Yeah, no, I think, I mean, Campbell played pretty much every game this year. He deserved best 23, but I thought he had a bit of an underwhelming season. It was easily career best, but, you know, we got to get more from him, I think. His production's still quite low. Demons are lifted around the ball here. They get another inside 50. And Langford, there we go. Okay. Jeez, well, 4 minutes, the D's, to get this back to 13 points. Well, they have come with a rush of blood here. Harvey Langford. Don't think he'll miss this, and he won't. Okay. Hold the phone. Jeez, I'm fucking busting for a whiz as well. Sick. Okay, Christ. We surely can't drop this. It's actually 12 points. 3:43 to play. It's really game on now. Oh, dear. We don't want to undo our work. We've done so much good today. It's been a good response, though, from Melbourne. Getting a lift around the ball, getting plenty of inside 50s. But, oh, geez, we've been good in the air in the back 50 today. But it's a good mark, to be fair. Good mark. Yeah, well, I think I said a few minutes ago, geez, we've really missed Tom McCartan. I think now we're seeing it a bit. All right, let's just put this game to bed. 3:43. Geez, okay. Going out, geez, going out of the ruck. Here we go. Inside 50 for Melbourne. Oh, Bice. Geez, he gets in the way of Melly. That was all his. Okay, so ball in. D's have it where they want it. Well, if you just joined, we've got a game on here. It's 3:30 to play. Sydney by 2 goals. We've pretty much been leading all afternoon. Got it out to as much as 30 points, but the D's have kicked a few in a row here. 𝐓𝐿𝐴, there he is. Jordan wearing him like a glove. Steele. 𝐓𝐿𝐴 trying to work his way through. 𝐿𝐴 just clears. We've got numbers back here. Got to get there, Logs. A bit too weak there from Logan. Back inside 50 now. Can't let him out goal side here, Lloyd. Well done. Roberts. 𝐷𝐵𝐼𝐶. Amadi and Petty. Both have been good today. McInerney, a nice rove. Back here to Roberts. Jeez, he's been good this afternoon, Marty Roberts. Clean disposal. Back now to 𝐿𝐴. Jeez, net a long soak in the tub after this game this afternoon. Christ. 𝐵𝐼𝐶 now. Well, scenario-based footy. Oh, there it is. There it is from 𝐵𝐼𝐶. Oh, geez, the mixed bag you get with Riley 𝐵𝐼𝐶. Back inside 50. Oh, good stuff. Did well there, 𝐵𝐼𝐶. And he wins the high Edwards. See, that is exactly Riley 𝐵𝐼𝐶 there. He does that, and then he goes back to the flight and basically wins, well, helps winning a free. Edwards was caught high there. Edwards, no fuss, long down the line. I just need some repeat stoppages here. 2:03 to go. All of a sudden, it's 2 goals the margin. So ball in. Gawn and Grundy. 𝐿𝐴 out in the field. Good gather. 𝐴𝐸. Cootie. Oh, geez. No look at. No good. Coughs it up. Sharp now. Back inside 50. The D's go. High ball to the pocket. Got some numbers. Blakey, good spawn. Well done. I'm minute 46 here. All right. Need 5 players on 𝐓𝐿𝐴 here. Need all the team. No, not all. I'm only joking. I'm over-exaggerating. Jeez, it's been a bit of a disappointing defensive final term from us, though. Really missing McCartan, no doubt. Mills, rush it through. Well done. Right, we can't have a forward half turnover here from this kick in. Blakey now. Got to add a point. 𝐴𝐸 can't take it, but they'll do. 1:29 to play. 11 points, so sort of the handy points gone from us. Oh, how about that from Grundy out of the ruck? Now puts out in the space here. Come on, Joel. Don't pin a hamstring. Oi! All right, well, there we go. Well, what a strange afternoon of footy. Get a 50 from it. It's a good contest. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's a clear as day for he's taken out his legs. Yeah, oh, that's rough. They didn't hear the whistle, but they get paid. Well, I don't know, like, a bit of a crazy final quarter. Feels like it's the 90s all over again with this high scoring margin, but we'll take it. Marty's going to take all the time in the world. So, we're back on top of the table, ladies and gentlemen. It was a good competitive performance from Melbourne. They pushed us, but I tell you, this side, offensively, it's an absolute juggernaut so far this season. 131 points. And I mean, Melbourne have been good too. 17 goals, 12, whilst we've got 19 goals, 17. Wow. Yeah, I mean, the leg was there. I thought he was held, but no, he took out his legs. It's pretty clear as day, to be honest. All right, well, that should be the game. Yeah, I mean, it goes to show, like, poof, you know, no 𝐼𝐶 𝐿𝐴. I think we've held up okay defensively at times, but I think a lot of the ground ball stuff we've struggled a bit. The smalls have gotten to work. But geez, this would surely be the biggest scoring game of the season, maybe combined. Well, the D's aren't going away. Gone back the other way. Great spoil from 𝐼𝐶. In the back. He's been really good this afternoon, Roberts. We'll go along down the line here. And a nicely placed kick to Chad. So, yeah, geez, I mean, what a game of footy. 131 to 114, high-scoring game. So I think really the first thing is, wow, the both sides defensively were so good today. But I think, yeah, just too powerful from us. Good win. Yeah, it wasn't going to be an easy afternoon. This side's really playing with some flair this year, the D's. So, yeah, good to see us respond early on. Like they kicked a few in a row, but yeah, geez, this side can really flex its muscles. And yeah, no, the second and third terms were fantastic from us. They got the jump done around the ball, and some of the hand passing game from the back half again, brilliant. But yeah, Melbourne very very competitive. Like I thought we did well to sort of stem their flow of, you know, that slick the slick ball movement that I can get from the back half, but yeah, I thought the ground level stuff in the forward 50 they were pretty good at working the hands and getting some goals from it. So yeah, definitely we've got to do some work on our defensive stuff. But yeah, geez, you know, 𝐼𝐶𝐿 had a massive game. He lifted in the final quarter. Gone the same. He got a bit more time on the ball, but yeah, it's good to see us get a win back on Melbourne. Like we were horrific against them last year. I mean, we always seem to have like games against the D's where we just get smashed around the ball. So I know they've had a lot of personnel change, but it's good to see us. Wasn't quite a full quarter performance, but geez, it was a powerful one. A really good blend, I think, of not necessarily the stars of playing well. Like 𝐼𝐴 was out a massive game, but it felt like there were just so many contributors. Not necessarily with Roses kicking 7, but you know, I love Matty Roberts' game. You know, 𝐼𝐴 was pretty solid with some of his stuff on the inside. Rowbottom, his third quarter was massive with some of his tackling efforts. Rampy thought he was excellent defensively tonight. And yeah, Matty Roberts loved his game along the wing. Loved it. But yeah, for Melbourne, geez, they had some good contributors. So 𝐼𝐶𝐿 has a massive final turning. He gets 23 and 2. 𝐬𝐿𝐴 gone with 18 and 2 snags for himself. Got those 2 goals, obviously spending time forward. And yeah, I love that. The final quarter when the game's on, they don't fuss about. Gone right in the centre bounce, and he was pretty good the final quarter. He got some grabs out of the ruck. Tom Sparrow, yeah, like he's having a good year. Like 10 tackles, 21 touches, 1 goal, 2. And yeah, Caleb Windsor not bad as well. 15 touches. He showed some moments. Still a bit of a quieter game. 9 disposals, a lot of hand passes. He's really been able to spread his wings on the outside and get a lot of marks. It was a bit of a quieter game for him today. Latrell Pickett showed some flashes. But yeah, no, Melbourne were really good to watch today. It didn't all quite come off for them. Like, we were able to capitalise well with their mistakes, and I thought at times the pressure for us was really good. Restricted their ball movement at times, but yeah, it still felt like their forwards got out goal side a few too many times, and we're a bit fumbling in the back half at times. But you know what? Sometimes you just have to enjoy it from a more of a neutralistic point of view and think, hey, both teams kicked massive scores, and maybe football's the winner at the same time with just how high scoring it was. But yeah, I think the best on the ground surely Malcolm Rogers would have to be up there. 7 goals, how awesome. Sorry, let me just update my chat. I haven't really seen it properly. The rest of the season, mate. Yeah, no, we'll see how we go, Jimmy, mate. Yeah, no, I think Melbourne can definitely push a wild card spot. They're playing some really good footy. Still have some probably brain fade performances, like losing to Essendon. Like Christ, they were pretty flat that game. But yeah, no, they definitely pushed us. But yeah, just like from our point of view, this is a pretty well-oiled machine, and the cohesion moving the ball is excellent. So yeah, no, good game of footy. Thanks for tuning in, though, lads. Make sure you like, subscribe if you did go on to enjoy. Yeah, geez, I know, lie down. That was a pretty crazy game. Look, it's going to be another interesting test next week against the Roos. Like they're really playing some good footy, and it won't be easy from a 4-quarter point of view. I think they can push us early on, but who knows? Like we'll be able to kick away and kick another big score. But their midfield's been really impressive, and they're probably going to get Wardlaw back. So we'll see how they go. And yeah, the D's have got the Eagles, who just look like a rabble, to be honest, at the minute. Like, yeah, I thought their performance was shocking against the Tigs. So we'll see what happens for them next week. But yeah, no, back on top of the table. Oh God, here we go again. Just like 2024, sitting comfortably on top of the table. But yeah, Fremantle and Hawthorn play next week. So one will be pretty much game. Well, apart from a draw, one was pretty much going to lose. So if we win against North next week, we're pretty much a game clear on top. So that would be handy. We'll see what happens, though. But thanks for tuning in, lads. Yeah, really good game of footy. I liked a lot with what Melbourne were able to showcase. So, yeah, you know, geez, 𝐼𝐴𝐺𝐸's good to watch. He had another massive game. Love watching him. So, yeah, fair play from the D's. That was a good hit out. And, yeah, I wasn't overly confident today. I really felt the D's could snatch this one. Like, they're playing... It feels like they've got nothing to lose in a way, because they know that they're sort of a team on the rise again and very low expectations. So it's almost like a free hit, and they're going to really push us, and that's exactly what we saw. But yeah, no, some really good contributors all around the ground once again. So yeah, no, that's pretty much it, lads. Hopefully you did enjoy. Make sure you like and subscribe if you did go on to enjoy, as I say again. Let's speak of that game. Yeah, no, that was a shocker against the Dons, but I suppose it happens. I mean, look, as a bit of sympathy, Melbourne is shite against Essendon at Gallagher. I mean, we're not much better against the Dons. We always seem to play quite poor football against them at times. And yeah. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, lads. Have a good rest of your nights. Yeah, Swans by 17 points with both teams kicking over 100. So, yeah, how about that for your Sunday afternoon? And, of course, we've got the showdown, the expansion cup tonight. So that should be a beauty to watch as well. Thanks for tuning in, lads. Enjoy the rest of your night. Take care.